Hey!
Whoa!
Hey! We don't seem
Way to go, Dan.
enthusiastic because of the words that just fell out of Jared's mouth. That's all it is.
A lot of our
Well, it's not what fell out of his mouth. That's the problem.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Welcome back, everybody.
Let me tell you a story.
No.
He rolls a mean D20.
Oh, no.
It was
Welcome
the
back.
dirtiest 20 I've ever seen.
Defenders.
Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
Joe will do the intro.
Yes.
Before we go too insane, welcome back, everybody. We are the Defenders of Kobold, and we are going to be playing some Dungeon Crawl Classic, sort of. Just mechanics of it ported over to the SCP universe, because I think it's neat, and none of these people know enough about it to metagame, so it's fun. When we last left off, or last session, we started with all of you getting freed from your detention cells, roaming around a bit, ran into a few things, a mask that takes over the minds of the people that wear it, a guy that rips you to shreds if you look at his face. What else did you guys find? Anything else?
There was a lady, the witch.
Yeah, that's the...
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We
Yeah, and then there was the 4 objects we encountered as well.
Oh, yeah.
Glasses, the
and we
skull.
beat some guards to death and stole their equipment.
Right, yeah.
Always fun.
Did we actually come across the skull, or did we just come across it?
So you, at the very end of the last session, you guys came to a pod where it has 4 rooms within like a giant kind of warehouse-y room. And you found papers detailing what was inside them outside of the doors. But you didn't go inside. That's like right where we left off. Is you found papers for 207, 500, 1123, and 178. And yeah, that's where we left off. So you guys are in this pod. It's 4 doors. You have the papers. You know what's inside. You can decide to keep going, mess with any of them if you want to. Up to you. But again, the kind of goal of your characters, or of the whole thing, is to try and get out of the facility, since everything's kind of falling apart right now.
So if that's the goal, then we should probably just go straight on through, right?
Right, unless you want to mess around.
The only thing that looked cool or useful was the not penicillin.
Yeah.
Yeah. The panacea.
I'm not interested in never sleeping again, and I'm not interested in becoming a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Joe Rogan's opinion, he's one of the best people ever.
I feel like taking a cola.
Yeah,
just to have it.
If we need it for something later.
Like, we should all probably have some panacea or whatever. I don't know how much of it there is.
And if we just take the bottle, then
47 of them. So we can all, like, pass a handful of pills around. Whatever that means.
It's my favorite way to spend the weekend.
And I think Ken Bonobi is going to go touch the skull. Because we just need to know.
We know. We have a piece of paper
that says
that
don't
gives
touch.
us all the knowing. And it explains what it does.
I know, but it needs to happen to someone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
what needs
that
to happen to someone, says programmer Chadley Chaddington, who is now all of a sudden here?
Yes.
Wait, did we stock back up to 4? Or are we still at the number we were at last
Jake
time?
wasn't with us last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot.
So Jake should have all of his 4 first characters. We'll just say, yeah, you exist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just now ran behind the party like,
Right.
You guys were just taking your time.
Mm-hmm. So you're there.
Yeah,
you
one of
have
us got
your
locked in the
first floor
bathroom,
of
so we had
characters.
to take some time to catch up.
Yep.
All right. Beth
Tied your
Jezos.
shoelaces together.
Yep.
Guys,
I-
go on without me. I think I found a quarter.
I believe you have all the character sheets, Jake. Kind of what we're doing is you have like your first 4, and then you just move down the list as we find replacements.
Yeah, that
And
makes-
so Dan is touching the skull, right?
I would
Who's
like
doing
to.
what in what order?
Look at
Yeah, go ahead, Dan. I'm sorry.
Ken Bonobi is first going to turn over his knife to someone else, so he's not armed.
Are you one of your own characters or just someone in the room?
To Beth Jezos for now.
Okay.
Beth Jezos is going to be prepared to shoot Ken Bonobi, and everyone else should be too, who can. And then he's going
Okay.
to go touch the skull after being told a secret word that he needs to tell us.
Ock is prepared to shoot Beth Jesus.
Yeah.
He
All
has
right.
a pistol.
So you're wanting to go inside the skull room or the room that has the paper above. All right.
There's
So
every way that this can go wrong.
there's just one of those metal sliding doors with the SCP-1123 written above it. Has a key card reader on the outside of it, but you'd be able to open it by swiping your level 2.
He's going to get shut inside of it also.
Okay. So this one's similar to the mask room where you open up and there's kind of 2 sections, although one's like, it's not quite the same where it's 50-50. There's just like a small, almost airlock chamber with a pedestal and a skull sitting on it. And there's like a double door locking system leading into it. All of it's glass around, and then the rest of the room's open with just tables and desks and things set up for people to observe as people interact with the skull.
And so only Dan's character is in there at this point in
Yes.
time in the
He's
double
the one that said he
rooms.
wanted to walk in, but anyone else can feel free
Okay.
to.
And so are the doors, I guess I should have asked this last time, are the doors like elevator doors where like if they sense something is in the way, they'll open back up, or we can hold it open,
You
or
haven't tested that. Well, the only, as much as you know about that, is they shut on one of the tentacle things that was attacking Chuck, and it just severed it.
It shut
Gotcha.
aggressively.
Yeah, most of the doors.
and
you
so
get-
is he the one with the key card though?
No,
Is-
he's not.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm good.
sending him in
Then
with nothing.
you do you, Bay. Go ahead.
Okay. So, so you're sending in
Dan.
Which character? Dan?
Ken Bonobi.
Ken Bonobi? Okay.
Hopefully he'll come back more powerful than he was before.
So
He has the higher ground.
Ken
after all.
Bonobi walks up, and there's not a way for them to walk through the airlock on their own. The buttons to open both of the doors are on the outside. So it'd be pretty easy to coordinate, but you just hit the first one. He walks inside, close it behind him, hit the next door, opens up, and he's in the room with just a pedestal and a skull sitting on it. He goes up to touch it.
It's the
So-
mask, dude. You put it on, come out and go smoking.
He turned into Scorpion.
So he walks up to it, holds out his hand. He kind of pauses a little bit as he's going up to it, and seems to like look around and like smell himself, and seems very confused. And he touches it, and he kind of freezes there. You see his eyes glaze over a little bit, and then he comes to and looks back and seems confused and walks over to the glass and it's like starts banging on it. Where am I?
What's your name?
Taco Bell.
Dan, what is the name of the next character on your character sheet?
Oh no.
How did you not
Uh,
expect that to happen?
It's Lufa Bob Rambus Pants, the cook.
All right. So, Lufa Bob Rothfuss Pants has the same physical stats as your previous character.
Uh-oh.
So, it's same strength and agility, but all of his other stats are of this new character. All the will, intelligence, and luck.
Well, intelligence and luck. Okay.
So strength, agility, and stamina are the same.
Yes.
Personality, intelligence, and luck are different.
Yep.
And Joe, is there any like physical? I don't know. Is there any physical way we can tell that this dude, this other character, is being taken over / being?
No, you don't see anything.
His
different
eyes
about
don't
him.
glaze over.
His
He
eyes are
doesn't
not
freeze
still
up or
glazed.
anything.
So he froze for a little bit, and his eyes seem to kind of glaze for a second. But he looks like a normal person now. His mannerisms are a little bit different, and he's talking slightly differently.
Okay.
Ironically, that's an improvement for Ken Benobi.
Yeah, it might be an improvement, might be very bad, depending on the stats.
He had a lot of negatives,
Well,
but not in the first 3 sections.
Well,
So
rip Ken Benobi.
Ken Benobi is now
but yeah,
Lufa Bob Rumbus Pants.
Yep.
that
No, I'm just
character Ken is effectively dead.
Yep.
Yeah. So you said you had a secret word that you wanted to try to communicate to him?
He already identified himself as someone else, so
Oh, okay.
unless he can reveal the word, which was I'm gonna just say it was triangle.
Yeah. So I imagine you just
Just to see if
instructed
he
him to say
remembers
it.
anything. Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't.
Okay.
And the
doesn't
only guy that
remember
has safe
where
words
he's
in an
at.
RPG.
He doesn't know why he's here. He seems very confused, and he's banging on the door to be let out.
Okay, well, unless anybody else has issues with it, he doesn't seem hostile.
I was told to shoot him if he didn't say the secret word.
Well, he's clearly told me
As
he's
was
someone
I.
else.
And that's when he just gets shot.
So I
Two
just
people
started
just go
laughing.
As soon as he comes out the door, bang, bang.
So we all started blast. Yeah.
It's a good thing I
Hey.
had my pieces.
Let's get our new friend out of here and make like a tree.
Yep. Oh, let's get out of here.
Okay, so
Okay.
I open up the door,
Mhm.
and does the dude come out?
Yeah, he walks
Kenobi?
out, and he's like, who you would
Is he
think
still
is
wearing
Kenobi.
the glasses?
Is
Or
he?
the skull, for that matter.
No, he's not wearing the
No,
skull. It's
he's
just
not
a skull
wearing
that you
the skull.
touch.
Okay.
It's just like a human
Oh,
skull
okay.
sitting on a pedestal, and when you touch
I
it,
okay.
this
Gotcha.
happens
I
to
got you. I confused this item and the glasses. My bad.
No.
Okay.
Yep. So he comes out and he grabs your arm and is like, "Thank you." And, where are we?
You're
I
welcome.
I imagine this would be like where Dan takes over. This is your
Well,
character.
we're basically in Get Fucked Town, SCP Containment, trying to get out. I don't know
We're
where
in
you
a
were
giant
before,
basement,
Right.
and we're
Well, I mean,
free.
but it,
Let's
this
get out of
is
here.
probably better than this.
I mean, this is like where you start piloting this dude. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beth Jesus is answering him. so-
yeah. Okay.
So let's just think about this. This person,
Mhm.
this personality that existed somewhere in the fucking cosmos was all of a sudden summoned into hell
Uh-huh.
here with us.
Can he tell us where he was before? Does he know?
He would say, I was doing a dig. I was an archaeologist. Found a tomb. That's the last thing I remember.
So I hope that wasn't important to you.
Yes, because that was
Wow.
probably thousands of years ago.
Well, you're not there now, and you're probably not getting out of here alive. So, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We've been
I'll-
dying pretty fast.
I'll give him the knife.
All right.
Yeah.
But he's not really any worse off, as most of you are. You're as Class D. You're not really kept with any important information, so you're essentially just random people in this. So he is only slightly set back. He doesn't know the previous events of the last session, but you're able to fill him in. All right, so that's the skull room. Anyone else
He-
interacting
He's
with
not
it?
gonna like it here.
Nope. I am ready to move on.
Well,
Okay.
now we know for sure.
Let's get going.
I'm
The
gonna have to
scientist,
name some more
actually, my
characters.
scientist would like to interact with the skull.
Okay.
But he's going to take off his shirt and put it over his hands, and then try to pick up the skull from the pedestal with his hands.
Oh, are you gonna
covered in
weaponize
shirt.
this?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Does anybody get to shoot him as he comes walking out the door? Or
Probably not.
oh, dang it.
So does he succeed in this endeavor?
Give me a. What would that be? Dexterity, agility test, I guess.
All right, that'd just be a straight D20.
And I give the crazy monster that kills us for looking at it the mind of an archaeologist.
Or, yeah.
Kenneth Green says, "I intend to weaponize this skull," and he goes into the room and rolls a
Okay.
9.
Yikes.
So he goes in, has his shirt off, puts it over, goes to pick it up, and it's much lighter than he was expecting. And he kind of fumbles with it for a little bit and almost drops it and
Oh,
pulls it away. And he feels part of it like crunch in a little bit. So not a concerning amount, but just a little bit of it. But he feels like he's damaged it in slightly. It feels like this thing's pretty fragile. But he has it wrapped in a shirt.
neat. All right.
No effects.
Well, then the scientist will just keep the shirt wrapped over this thing and carry it over his back like a sling.
Okay. You now have the skull on your back.
Hooray. I will
Okay,
write
then we go on.
creepy identity skull. Damaged. There we are.
Was there anything else in this pod you guys were wanting to interact with?
I think we took the bottle of the pills, and that's all.
Yeah, I think we're divvying out some pills to everybody.
Okay.
And I'm taking a Coke.
All right. It's in this room. You go to open it, and there's some blood that's been smeared a little bit on the keypad going into the door or into the room.
The Panacea one or the Coca-Cola?
Yeah, the
one?
Panacea.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Lufabov rob his pants. We'll send him in with this knife.
This is like the exterior door because basically it's like a
Yep,
warehouse
airlocked
for
again.
pod rooms. So this is like the room, the first door just going into the room with the Panacea. You see that there is blood smeared over the keypad going in. So
Okay.
you're
Is
able to
this one
swipe
kind
your...
of airlocked also?
You can't tell yet because this is just like the first one. So, but if you swipe open door parts, and this room is not lit, all the lights are off inside of it, whereas the other ones had like, around the walls and things, there were various
Do we
LED
have
lights.
any light sources?
Well, shit.
I don't think we do.
Oh, crap.
Does opening the door shed some light into the room?
It
for us to
does.
see?
And you're able to see a dim outline that looks pretty similar to the other room. You can feel pretty confident that it's the same layout as the room with the skull. So it's kind of hard to see detail and things that are inside of it, but you can tell, like, since you were in the previous room and you knew where the doors and the buttons were, you'd probably be able to fumble your way around to get to it.
So this is okay.
I'm untrusting of a room that we can't see in.
Joe spelled without an E will go in.
All right. So is he just gonna go straight to like the airlock door?
Yeah, pretty much, and just kind of feel around and go, this feels right, yeah.
Okay.
And then see if I can't open it just through intuition, basically. And
So-
if not, then
So you
I'll.
have your hand out, and you go over to where you think the airlock door is, and you start feeling around. And you go a little bit like past where you think that door should be, and you start trying to feel it out. And then you feel like the frame of the door, and then some of the ridges on it, and the airlock is open.
Uh-oh.
The first door of it is, at least.
Okay, so just to make sure I understand, so we went into the airlock, right?
Mhm.
And
Well, so okay, it's basically
Observation
a room.
room.
Yeah, it's
Observation
basically a
room.
room surrounding a glass, small room that
Uh-huh.
has 2 doors that lead into it as an airlock.
Gotcha.
So there are 2 doors within the main room. The
And I
first
went
one
up
of
to the
which is
first
open.
door.
Yeah.
The first one I went into, and I
Yeah.
can barely see it because there's a little bit of light shining in,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went past that, and I'm just kind of feeling around for the door key.
You're at the airlock door.
So you're at the airlock, and you would know from the previous room, someone else would have to hit a button from the outside for the airlock to
Cycle.
cycle.
Oh no. Okay.
If we're
Well,
wanting
who
commit
wants to kill
this,
me?
Ken Bonobi will help out. Or well,
It's-
now Lufa Bob Ramos pants. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Joe without knee. So
They'll go and die together. Beth Jesus is going to stay at the door to shut it as soon as.
all
he
right,
hears somebody scream.
fantastic. Joe without knee, and I can't even remember your name, but it's fine. Let's go for
It's
it.
fine.
Okay.
Two
So
suckers.
Your other character stumbles into, starts feeling around on the wall. Give me a luck check.
Oh no.
Me
For the second
or
one.
Jared.
Yeah.
Are you helping him with the door?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Whoever's helping with the door, give a luck check.
Oh, so it being that I'm working with the door, I take a luck check, correct?
Well,
Yeah.
you were in the airlock, right?
You're
there's
in.
no controls within the airlock itself.
Okay.
Basically, you have to have 2 people to go through. Someone
So I
walks
got
into
a
the airlock and
critical
people from
success
outside.
on pushing a button. It's gonna be the only thing I get the whole night. Critical success on
He
pushing a
walks
button.
in there and he's
What?
like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure I know what this is." Bam!
We do need to note that it was a critical success on a luck check, so that is a 1.
Yeah.
It is one. Yes.
Awesome. A button.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you
I
you
just
find
run
that
in there like, "Ah!"
it's exactly where it was in the other room. You're able to hit it. You hear
I'm just dumbfounded.
the
I'm
first
like,
door slide
did he
shut,
just do that?
and the second one open within. And
Okay.
as this second door opens, there's a few LED lights that start flickering on the inside of the room, of the glass room, around the edges of the ceiling and around the edges of the floor. And
Okay.
as that light sheds in, you see there's a body kind of stuffed against the side inside of the airlock. It looks like they were trying to crawl in but got stuck on the second door.
Are they cutting
Yikes.
in half?
Yeah, I was about to ask, are they like cut in half, or is there one on this side of the door? And
There's just one person, and they appear to be whole. They're wearing a lab coat. They are like face first on the ground, and there's a pool of blood coming from in front of them, like from their chest. Seems
Sounds
that
like
they're
a
bleeding. You don't
super
see
uncomfortable
any-
way to die.
Yeah, you don't see any immediate like wounds or anything from the outside, but he's just basically laying face down in a pool of blood.
okay. Does your character have any kind of weapon, Dan?
A knife.
Okay, you have a better weapon than I then. So I will, I guess. No, I'm gonna search the gentleman on the ground. Well, the half gentleman,
Okay.
half whole gentleman.
So-
Yeah, on the ground while Dan's character kind of
Okay.
watches Overwatch.
Give me a search check, and this is like intelligence.
Sure. Bam.
Awesome. Okay, so
There you
you
go.
start kind of patting him down a little bit. You search his pockets.
It's 11 if it matters, by the way.
Okay. And then, yeah, you pat him down. You find in one of his pockets on the outside of his lab coat. He has a key card in it, but you can't make out what it says on it, but you just feel there's a key card. You go to flip him over, and it appears that he's been like opened up on his chest. There's like a cavity in almost the entirety of his torso.
That ain't right.
That seems to be where most of the blood's coming from.
Okay, so I find a key card. I turn him over. He opens up like gutted fish, basically.
Surprise!
Right, and so at this point in time, the door behind us is closed, right? Since it's an airlock.
So it's an airlock. So the door
Sure.
to let you in to see like where the SCP is, that is open. You're inside the room, and then the first one for anyone else to come through is closed.
And is there a window or anything? And can
The
anybody
whole
else see
bit's,
what's going on?
glass. Yeah, everything's
It's
glass.
like a
Okay.
glass wall.
So because there's like some now blinking lights with that second airlock door opening, people are able to get like just a very kind of
Okay,
dim
I'm
glance
going
that
to
there's a
shout
body.
to Dan's character. Got the key card. Let's get the F out of here.
Oh, we're looking
You know.
for Panacea.
Oh,
And there is a pedestal in the center of this airlock with
The
oh.
key
a
card
bottle
might
of
be
pills
a
sitting on
bonus.
top of it.
Okay. Well, then you go right ahead.
I mean,
Okay.
you got to look for it. So
Oh, I have to.
yes,
Oh,
Yep, there's just a pedestal, and on top of it
you
looks
are
like
in the room.
a bottle of prescription pills. Just one of the yellow plastic bottles with a white cap.
Find the drugs.
find the drugs.
Pills here.
Pills here.
Hmm.
8.
Well, you don't really have to make a search. You see.
Oh,
it.
okay. I see it then, and so I start making my way towards it, I guess.
Okay, you're able to grab it. Just seems to be a normal box of pills.
Okay. I'm Dr. House now.
As you
I
grab
got
it, you hear some rattling around inside of it.
sure, and I start walking back nonchalantly, and this is when something comes up and eats my brains out.
Nope. You
No?
you make it. You're standing inside the airlock. There's the
Oh,
body of
okay.
the flipped over scientist on the ground next to you, but
Then
go
we're
ahead
gonna.
and
seems to happen.
And push him into the other section real quick, and then we'll cycle the airlock. I
There you go.
assume whatever came out of him is probably long gone already, but
Better
I'll set you-
safe than sorry.
yeah, and I'll set you free.
All right, sounds good. So we do so. And so now I'm on the outer side of the airlock. I got the key card. I got the pills, and we're good to go, right?
Yep, you're just back in the dim room, and you're able to walk
Okay.
out into the hallway, and you can see again.
I'll beep boop that door shut.
All right, you do so. The body is now like inside of the airlocked room, not just inside the airlock, and you both make it back out into the hallway.
Yep, and we'll shut that door too.
Yep.
What key
So
card
you're
we got?
holding a prescription bottle. You haven't opened it, so you can't exactly tell how many are in it, but it seems to be a lot as you rattle it. And you notice you have a level 3 key card.
Level 3. Nice.
So fancy.
So that's
sound.
Joe spelled without knee has a level 3 key card.
All right.
So if he goes down, anybody else needs to grab that, okay?
Beth Jesus will grab it. He is the holder of all the keys so far,
Okay.
just because he has high health.
Roll me 4d10.
Who?
Ooh.
Jared. Sorry.
Oh.
You don't
Oh.
want me to
what?
roll this, or we'll have no drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 pills.
Oh, how do I do this? Roll 1d10. What does it roll? 1d10 plus 4?
4D.
No, it'd just be 4, the letter
4?
D, 10. Yep.
4d10.
Yep.
Damn.
Woo!
26.
There you go. That's not bad.
So you pop the lid off and you look inside and maybe count them, but there appears to be 26 pills inside of
Shall
this.
we share those out?
No, whatever, dude. These are mine. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'll share them out. What are we sharing again, Joe? What are these?
It's basically
these are pills.
recovery.
Yeah.
Recovery? Okay.
From the document, yeah, it appears to be pills that seem to cure almost anything that they've thrown them at.
Okay.
Assuming that anybody lives through whatever attacks them to use them.
Yep.
Super cure pills.
Super cure pills. Okay.
How much
Uh,
to each person?
Like 5
Let's
per person
see.
or per group.
5 per
20,
group.
5 per group.
6
And
Something
then
like that,
Jared
yeah.
gets an
divided
extra
by
one.
4 equal.
We've got
Yeah.
5.
Yep.
5 per group, should I say?
That sound like a good idea?
Sure.
I'm good with that. So I start divvying out. I start being the pusher, and
That's right.
divvying out the needed good stuff.
I shall
Wow.
mark them down in equipment as super pills.
All right.
So if that was at the end of the hallway, right, Joe?
That was just one of the 4 rooms. It's like a big
Oh,
square
okay.
warehouse you're in, and there's a room in each corner of it. Pretty much.
Okay. So does that mean we go back
So now
to
you're
the
in this,
original?
Yeah, you're in the center now, and there's just 2 rooms that you haven't got inside.
Okay.
I want to go check out those sodas.
The soda. One is the 3D glasses.
Yeah. Some never sleep soda.
Yeah, I want some never sleep soda.
All right.
I'm a
You-
salary man. I already don't sleep, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for some never sleep soda.
All right. So you open the door, and it's more like the first room where there's still light inside of it. And
nothing
there's-
suspicious in there.
Nope, looks very similar. There's some tables and desks and things set up with writing utensils, and
No chest bursters here.
no, you don't see any bodies or anyone inside of the airlock. It's all glass. You just see a pedestal with a bottle of soda, glass bottle.
It's not ominous at all.
Mhm.
Do you get?
I'm gonna go in there and get it.
Is there any like whiskey to mix
Ye-
this cola with?
Mm-hmm.
You'll
There's
be
not in the room.
eternally drunk, but you won't be able to pass out. Ever.
Ooh. Well, good
That's what we need to
thing.
find next.
Good thing that won't make any difference on Joe Rogan.
Nah.
That's normal for him.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess one of Tyler's characters is going through, and unless someone
Yeah,
else wants
my
to operate the
scientist will
door,
go in
then one of your other characters can do that as well.
Sure.
You cycle the airlock, you walk inside, just a bottle of cola sitting on the pedestal. You're able to
Single bottle.
Is
Single
it a
bottle.
liter?
No, it's a glass bottle.
the glass
But you
bottle.
only need
It's like
point.
a-
So it's
What is it? 5 milliliters or something, so we could share it with the whole party pretty
yeah,
easily.
it's a
Yeah. we
glass
could
bottle of
just
soda.
Get a dip.
can I get a liter of cola?
Yeah.
And
No,
a large
just appears to be
fry.
a single. Has a
Yeah.
like a metal cap on it.
4 fried chickens and a Coke.
I'm gonna grab it and get out of here.
All right.
And make sure
Oh.
there's nothing weird in the corners
Give
or
me just a
whatever.
second. I gotta
Yep. You don't see anything.
be right back.
Okay.
Then yeah, I'm just gonna grab it and get out of here.
Alrighty. You leave.
And what level
just
is
the
that
one soda?
door, Joe? Is that just level 1 or
These have
level
been level
2?
2 inside
Level
of this
2.
pod.
Okay.
Yep. So Dan has a
So
level 2
I
and
take
you
it
have a level
Dan's
3.
character just goes ahead and
Yeah,
closes it.
and it's
in
just
his-
been the level 2 doors to get inside of each of the pods.
Okay.
Once we're in the pod, there's not been anything for the
Yep.
airlock or whatever. I feel like we don't want to mess with those glasses unless anybody else does.
I have no desire to mess with those glasses.
I'm gonna drink a drink of this soda.
But what if
Okay.
you happen to drink out of the glass, though?
And then pass it along to somebody else who wants some.
Okay.
Is there any material effect to my character, or is it just that I don't need to sleep it now?
Let me refresh real quick.
Mhm.
So you go to drink it, and it tastes to be like the most fresh soda you've ever had. It seems strange, almost.
It's a McDonald's Coke.
Yeah.
It's like a Fresca.
Yeah. It's
Fresh. I
It's
haven't heard that name in
premium,
forever.
is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What's
It's very refreshing. You feel great after it. And you didn't even really feel like you were tired before, but you definitely don't now. By contrast, you're just like, man, I felt like I was drowsy before and feel great. Mechanically, your character moves, or they're able to take an additional run action on their turn. Or movement.
Okay. So that's all 4, right? That we visited so far?
Yep.
Yeah, we're
All
not.
right.
And
I don't think
Ock,
anybody's taking the 3
Yeah.
glasses.
Ock will accept a sip.
Mechanically, that is the first. That is the only thing you notice at
Okay.
this time
That's fine.
from drinking it. You will drink
Said,
it as well.
An extra movement space.
Yeah. Well,
my
you get to
scientist
move
Kenneth
twice on your
Green
turn.
will take
when
it.
you normally only
Sip.
do once. Okay. Yeah, it effectively doubles your movement.
Nice.
Okay. So we move back out into the hallway, right?
Yep.
Okay. And so then we move onto. I'm trying to think of the map here.
Yeah,
So,
I stopped bothering with it because
That's fine. So basically, you guys, there is like a T section, or it's kind of like a 4-way that this pod is attached to. So there's the way that you guys came from. There's a way straight across, and then there's a way to your left. So like if you were to walk
Yeah.
out, the way you came from was right. The way you were traveling was left, and then there's also another pathway straight ahead. And again, kind of the way I'm doing travel is I'll tell you when there's big forks that you can tell you're moving between different sections of light containment. But for the most part, as you guys are wandering, it's just endless hallways and intersections and things that don't make any sense why they would ever build a facility like this.
I'm going right behind Dan.
I feel bad for saying it, but I feel like the easiest choice is just as long as we're not saying we're going backwards, pick a direction and we'll go forwards on it.
Flip a coin.
Because it's all rather confusing.
I agree with that. I mean, there's no obvious signs of any distress between one path or the other, right?
No, not that you can see. You don't hear anything either,
Right.
just by, giving
All
it a
the
look.
directions are labeled with like code that only the guards would understand.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
let's
just gonna
go.
track a list of places: the jail, SCP-35, and Pod 1. Then
Mhm.
Let's go left.
Okay.
if we want to backtrack, we can backtrack.
Let's not backtrack. Let's go left.
I know. I'm just saying.
All right. So you go left. We'll do another wilderness travel for this, or wilderness. So give me whoever's wanting to do the stealth and whoever's wanting to do the navigation.
Stealth would just be agility.
I have my best is a 0 in stealth and a 0 in intelligence.
I
Okay.
have a 1 in agility.
Let me check.
Oops,
I have one with 2 agility, and my highest intelligence is 1.
My highest intelligence is
So up to you guys, whoever
0.
wants to do the rolls.
Well, Jake, go ahead and roll the intelligence then. Chris,
Alright.
you said you were doing the agility?
I think Jake has 2 in agility.
Too
Yeah,
late.
Jake can
He's
do
rolling
both, honestly.
intelligence.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm doing. I've got 1 in intelligence and 2 in agility.
Well, someone
you guys.
roll.
You're
Yep.
the only one
Agility.
with anything in intelligence, though, so you can have intelligence.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Intelligence. Here we
I'll
go.
agility then.
Nice.
Well done.
30 or
All my
20 right
characters have
there.
negative agility.
I guess I'll also do a survival check.
Is that going to be intelligence as well?
It would be intelligence as well, and that will be to see if you guys come across anything supplies-wise along the way.
It would be nice if we could have that be maybe luck instead.
Um,
Yeah, that could be a good use for luck.
Do
That way
luck
we
just to
have it
change it up.
different. Yeah.
Oh, I did not do good on stealth.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so whoever's
I'll
going to be
roll the
like the
luck test.
scavenger, do a luck test for me.
That's Joe Rogan right there.
All right.
Ah,
He goes hunting every morning.
I rolled a 12. His luck score is 12.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's
Yes.
pass.
Nice.
That's perfect because Auk is the one with the high agility, so we can just say that he's not used to running twice as fast.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I forgot that my stats are switched up. That's gonna be hard to keep track of.
Just
Yeah.
do have
scribble it out
intelligence.
and
Are you
rewrite
doing
it.
it
Well,
digitally?
yeah, I just have the PDFs open and I'm
Mhm.
taking notes on another sheet, so it's all bad at this point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wasn't expecting things to mix.
Okay.
Look at all them characters.
So
I know I need to do that. Now that
Chris
I've
was
got
the one
something
doing
written.
the stealth, right? And then
Yeah,
Mhm.
I got a 6.
okay,
Chris
and then
did
Jacob's
poorly
doing
on the
it.
stealth.
So it
Alright.
was the same character that drank the soda.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
he stealthed too
Just
fast and
jittery.
ran into
Yeah.
a wall.
That's fine. Okay. So you guys are pretty confident you're still continuing like a way out of here. You don't feel like you're looping back on each other too much. You feel like you're heading in the right way. And Chuck, as you're scavenging, you find like a little half room kind of in the side of one of these hallways. It seems to be like a little break room almost. But it's more like a makeshift one. It's just kind of a space that maybe there was a closet there or something at some point. But it's been repurposed and there's just like a table and 2 chairs crammed in it. But you find a food tray with just some food that's been sitting out for too long. It's like 2 sandwiches, one's half eaten. But there's a set of silverware there that's all metal. So forks, knives, spoons.
Okay.
So roll me a D8.
8.
You find 8 pieces of silverware that you can use to make makeshift shivs. For
Yeah.
those that are unarmed.
Yeah.
Nice.
How would we split that up? Fork, knife, spoons.
SCP shanks.
Yeah. It's basically a
Uh,
shank, and then you decide what you want it to be flavor-wise.
I don't need any really specifically. If
I'll stab somebody with a fork. It
Well,
doesn't
hang
matter
on,
to me.
hang on.
if there's
I
extra, I'll
was-
take. But
I'm gonna say there's gonna be 2 spoons, 2 butter knives,
Mhm.
and no, let's
how many
go
sporks?
3 spoons, 3
Spork some
forks,
poor fool's eye out.
2 butter knives.
Okay.
No sporks.
No sporks.
I'm disappointed. It's the ultimate eating utensil.
So I'll take a spoon for one character and a knife fork for the other.
Okay.
The rest
We
of
should
you guys
probably,
can split up. There's 2 of each.
I'm just gonna take a fork, and then whoever else needs
Yeah.
to.
I figure we can divvy equipment out to people who don't have anything yet.
I believe
like
a
Jake's
shiv is
characters have
a
nothing.
D3 plus strength.
I've
Okay.
only got
Or
one
damage.
character with
So-
no equipment, so I'll just take a knife.
Okay.
I'll take a whatever. Doesn't matter. A spoon.
Sure. Just jot them down. D3 plus strength for damage.
By process of elimination, I've only got 2 characters left, and they're both armed. So
I want to see somebody get shivved
What
by
is
a
this
spoon.
table made out of?
Spoons.
It's one of those like plastic folding tables that you'd find
Okay.
at Walmart.
Okay.
oh, can we like WWE someone with it?
You could.
Backyard wrestling.
You
Just
want to drag one with you? It
suplex
seems to
them
fold
into
out.
it.
If nobody else is taking
Throw
it,
the pointy
I'm
spoons on the
sure
table
is-
and then power bomb them
Bob,
through it.
Lufa Bob's gonna haul that table around.
Sure is. I am absolutely not going to. The lunch trays, are they like plastic?
Yeah, they're
Oh
they're
yeah.
just like the plastic with the
Like the
Tessellating.
grade school fucking.
Yeah.
I want
Alright.
4 of those for my car
Alright.
tires.
just the big rectangle.
Yeah,
I
it's
am
right.
trays.
Drifting on our
taking-
way out of here.
One
Just-
lunch tray.
Yeah, Joseva's script is taking a lunch tray as well.
Guys, we're gonna
presume
have a
there was
portable
just
picnic
2,
at this
right?
rate.
Yeah, there were just 2.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Two,
No, it's fine.
lunch
I'm
trays.
taking one.
Oh,
You can
you're
take
taking-
one.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So you have a plastic reinforced plastic lunch tray, I'll say.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but
Eat a
Probably a
lunch.
bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah, what do they got here as far as lunches go?
well,
Tuck
if you
it-
ever dropped one of those things, it's so loud. I
Do they have
figured.
any cold
Frisbee
JoJo
chuck it.
potatoes
Mhm.
to eat?
Oh man, fucking JoJo potatoes. Are the
Yeah,
fucking
can I roll a luck
best.
check for JoJo potatoes?
Oh, nice.
gotta-
Sure.
All
You gotta
right,
tuck it
hell
under
yeah.
your shirt, Chuck.
I was gonna
What?
say it was 2
Body-
sandwiches.
Tuck it
but
under your shirt
if you
for body
pass
armor,
this,
and
one
then
of them
use it
has-
as a weapon later.
Ah,
Ah.
damn.
Yeah. Nope,
That's too bad. There's not even potatoes in here.
Mm-mm.
there's not.
Potatoes are probably banned from this place.
It's probably an SCP potato around here.
So you can
somewhere.
hide forks in them. That's the
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah.
God, I love JoJo potatoes. Fuck, you can't get them anywhere.
Gotta make them yourself.
You gotta
Right.
have.
You can't
Fucking-
because it takes a fucking pressure fryer to make JoJo potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? You don't have an air fryer?
Not an air fryer, a pressure fryer.
Oh, okay.
The giant steel vats that they pressurize and deep
So you
fry.
go break into a KFC
No,
because don't they have the pressure fryer thing?
no, they got deep fryers.
I thought they used broasters or some.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, off topic.
I don't know. You guys find none of that. So
You don't find any JoJo's.
none of
You
that.
don't find any fryers. You don't find any potatoes. You don't find any KFC.
It's kind of
What
like
was that net
while you're doing
24?
this.
that was
a
my
luck.
luck check.
What was it
Oh,
that
that was a luck check.
you were getting, Chris?
Sorry.
What did you take any of the silverware, Chris?
A butter knife.
Butter knife. So as you're, you get your butter knife. It's kind of your scouting character. He's got it. And he's quick, and he runs off and continues scouting. And didn't tuck that knife very well away on his person, and it just clutters and flies down the hallway after him. And he picks it up.
Wow.
And it seems like that made a lot of noise.
Uh-oh.
Who did what?
Chris, because he failed his
Yeah.
stealth.
And then
So
he's
I'm
like,
just-
maybe you should hold on to this Bert person I've never met before.
It's as you drop it and it kind of clatters down the hallway and you're going to pick it back up that there seems to be like this kind of dark stain that's almost black on the ground where it cluttered to. You go to
Okay.
My friend, you have a problem.
And Bert says,
do-
maybe I won't pick that up.
Does anyone else hear
That's I'm not gonna take it away
hear
from
anything, Joe?
what
Does anyone else hear anything?
you hear echoing of just like a high pitched kind of metal clatter. It sounds like he just dropped his knife in the hallway.
Okay,
It's hanging off
so
the
I'm
walls.
gonna start.
the floor.
My team, I guess, are gonna start backing up slowly,
Okay.
preparing their lunch tray and fork.
Awesome.
Okay.
My
And
my thug
so-
William Billfold Holder says, "What the fuck are you doing? We're trying to be quiet over here."
I'm not gonna take the knife from you, Chris. So it's like as you've already got it and you're pulling your hand away. So you notice
Okay.
that like where it landed, there's like this dark spot in the floor that's kind of forming, and almost like this liquid sound too. And you hear it sounds like rushing water, but it's not as high pitched. It sounds a little bit thicker. And this figure starts rising slowly from this pool. And you see like
Oh.
some flesh and patches of hair and eventually a face. And it's looking straight at you, smiling huge with most of the flesh on its face very decayed. And slowly
Oh,
The fuck did you
coming out of
do?
this pool.
hello.
He made a friend.
Can we power bomb it through that table?
The table.
Wait,
Yeah,
How?
Jake's
What
people
was-
setting up this table.
No,
was
it's-
this
Would
pool that
you
it
like
rised
your
out of?
knife back?
The what?
It's like-
What was that, Chuck?
You said it rose out of a pool or some shit?
Yeah, basically this like black puddle started forming on the ground and it started rising out of it.
Oh.
Where the knife fell.
Where the knife fell. Yep.
Oh shit. Is it a squid or a kid?
That appears to
It's
be
a squid kid.
As it's,
It's hard
I
to
mean,
tell.
Simon Belmont and Bayonetta appears.
Oh,
it
to
appears to be
save the day.
a person, but they're like their flesh is decaying, their hair's all
Ooh.
patchy and falling apart.
Oh.
They're almost covered in like oil.
So it's baby Cthulhu, dude.
A little bit.
Just stab him. Stab him.
They have this wide, wicked grin
Stab
on
him,
their
Chris.
face.
Stab him, Chris.
I don't like that smile.
You know,
Stab
when
him
we
with
hear
what?
someone
He dropped his
screaming in
knife.
the distance,
No,
we'll know
he's
it's
got
time
his
to go
knife.
away.
Prison
Oh,
shank
thank
him.
God.
Yeah, he has it.
I'm like, are you looking for your knife? Like,
It doesn't make any sound. He just continues to rise slowly.
Listen,
He's to his
guys.
and
shoulders
I,
now.
I'm going to say we should run.
yeah.
Yeah.
And at this point, he has tossed the knife to Bert.
Okay.
And he's gonna try to shoot this thing with his pistol.
Okay. Roll me that attack.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's have everyone do initiative too, because I don't have that from last time.
Oh no.
There it is.
Initiative is agility, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's just 1d20 plus your minus your agility.
Your best one, right, in your team?
Yeah.
Yep, best one in your team. If you have
'Kay.
enough people to have a best.
And what was your initiative, Riss?
8.
Okay, that works out. So we'll say you're
Oh,
acting
man.
first. Because it happened to you. All right, so one of your characters pops off around, but doesn't hit. I think you rolled a... Or was
I
it
rolled a 14.
Oh, it was a 14 to hit. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I looked at the second number. It does make contact, and the
And
bullet hits him in the cheek and just sinks into the oil.
Oh, like it stops at the oil and
Yeah.
then sinks in.
Yep. Sinks
Jesus.
into his face. Still grinning.
And Ox like, you are absolutely correct. We should run. And he starts running
All right.
at double speed.
Yep. So
I think my coked up,
making
or
it
no,
off.
I'll wait till my turn in the initiative.
Okay. After that, it's Tyler.
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Okay. Start down the hall as well. Jared.
Yeah, Joseva Script is going to lunge at him with his tray, with his lunch tray.
Okay. He's lunging at him.
Yes.
Okay.
He could be
It's
the
like-
hero that we all need.
Like
to
he's
escape.
Right.
trying to hit him with the tray.
Yeah, just
Okay.
like straight up baseball. Like that. Like a
Salisbury
side
steak
swipe.
be
Yep.
purged.
Okay.
Uh,
Roll me that attack check.
14.
That hits. Roll me a luck check.
Oh no.
Just pretend that you're me making a regular check.
All right.
Yeah.
So you have your lunch tray and you run up and bash him across the head, and it turns his head. And
Okay.
oil just slicks across the wall behind him. And as the tray passes, you see that he has a grin on his face. But hands come up and latched onto your arm as you
Oh
swung by.
no.
And it has a solid grip. Like your hand just stops in mid place and your tray goes flying past you. And he starts pulling you down, and another pool appears underneath you.
Oh goodness gracious.
Give
Okay,
me
does-
a strength check.
Strength. It's a 0. Okay. No modifiers, just straight D20.
Who had the key card?
10. No.
Beth Jesus.
No. One of his guys has
No,
the
Has one
level
of them.
3.
One
the
of Jared's
level
does.
3 one is Joe spelled
Go
without
an
an E.
E.
Yeah,
Yeah.
J-O.
That's not this character.
No, this is a Josephus script.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So strength check is 10. I have a 10. And so
That does not do it. So you start fighting,
figured as much.
and you're like pulling, and it's almost like his hand's not moving at all. It's just completely stuck in place, and you start getting pulled down. Your hand gets pulled to the surface of the ground, and he feels like he's pulling you through it as this oil
Okay.
starts. The metal and grates of the floor start turning slowly to oil as your
And
body's
so how
touching
much
it.
of my body is in the puddle at this point in time?
The top half of your body is, and now it's just your legs.
The top
sticking out of
half.
it.
Okay. All right. So,
And that's the
Use
end
that
of his
pistol.
turn.
yeah.
Are you doing anything else with your other characters?
Let's see here. Jessica Ballsby can come up and, I guess, punch him.
Okay.
At least he
That'll
will
be
try.
interesting.
Right? Hey, everybody else is running. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ta-da. Which is fine. I'm giving them time. That's all right. Doing
10.
one. I'm taking one for the team here.
So you run up with your 10, and you miss
Oh,
him.
yeah. 10. Sorry.
So you don't
10
make
again.
contact, and it's kind of fling a fist at him, but there's your other character's legs flailing around and kind of gets in the way.
That's awesome. Okay.
You hear a muffled screaming that seems to be coming through this oil in the ground.
Okay.
Yikes.
Your other character's doing anything?
Let's see here. Where is he at? Joe spelled without an E. He's running with the rest of the people.
Okay.
Nurse Ratchet is running as well. Yeah. They were like, no.
All right. They run off. After Jared, check.
Run.
Okay.
Just both of my characters.
Come on
Say,
now.
Fuck this. Let's run.
All right. Dan.
Everything is fine, Chuck.
Unfortunately, all 2 of my characters are not going to go against the status quo here. Not this time.
All right.
We'll run.
And then
It's time to run.
I think Chris, you said all your characters run already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it loops back around, and it's its turn, and it there's 2 of your characters, Jared, right, that are still with it?
Yes. Josephus script is the one that's in the puddle that's
Mhm.
being consumed, and then there's Josica Ballsby, which is the one that tried to punch him and is locked in combat. So
Okay. So, it turns, and it was like rising out of the ground before, but it seems to shift its direction towards the one that's face down, feet just up in the puddle, and its grin goes even wider. It's almost to ear, and it sinks back down into the ground, pulling the legs with it.
so I
I'll give
take
you
it
a chance. The other character can either decide if he wants to run or like try and grab his legs or do something. I'll give him an action before that happens, but he seems to be ignoring your other character and just focused on this one that he has.
No, Josica Ballsby is kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe I just witnessed that. I guess Josephus script is dead. Or at the very least not around anymore.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. And and so as soon as Josephus script goes completely under and dude grins and he starts going under, Josica is getting the heck out of there. He's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I just saw. And
Okay.
is just like,
Run
whatever,
after him.
dude. Yeah.
So you begin running, and as you do, you see all of the puddles close up behind, and you see no sign of them after that.
That's not horrifying at all.
And you guys
so we
keep
may be
running.
able to proceed
I would
back
have
down
kept
that way.
fighting if anybody else was.
No, no, no.
I had an
No.
idea, but nope.
After he stopped a bullet and then swallowed it, I was like,
And-
nah.
I think my opening statement was run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Now that it's gone, we might be able to actually proceed onwards that way. But
Yeah, as you guys continue running through the halls, you don't see any more of those puddles open up. You don't hear anything from it. It seems that he is satisfied with his catch and is leaving you alone.
Or
hooray!
Josefa script.
We've paid
Going all
the
his
toll.
grinning, oily buddies. Hey, look what I caught! It's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this.
And Akka's going to come up to Bert and be like, don't drop that.
Yep.
What is it that he's not dropping?
The silverware that
The
Chuck
silver-
handed out.
Yep.
Oh, okay, duh.
Dan, how much health does your dude have? The one holding all the key cards?
5 HP.
5?
5. Damn.
Yeah, I was about to
Alright.
say. Okay, can so in between scenes, Joe, can I give Joe spelled without an E? Can I give his 3rd level key card to Dan's character with 5
Sure.
health?
Yeah, as you guys are traveling along, you can exchange all this.
Okay.
What
Fantastic.
color is this key?
Level 3.
Yeah, level 3.
oh,
That means
color.
it's
It's important.
green.
I think it might actually be green. I forget off the top of my
It's either
head.
green or yellow, I would imagine.
Well, we already have a
Um,
yellow card. And we have a red.
Oh, we do
card.
have
Yeah,
yellow
but-
party.
We had a
Yeah.
yellow, and then it was a more orangish, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whatever color level 3 was.
Gotta be
Yeah.
a blue in there
So
somewhere.
level 3 is just solid orange.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Let's continue on.
All right.
Yeah.
My wayward sons. There'll be peace.
No.
There will
Chuck,
be
come
peas when
on.
you are done.
There'll be
No.
peace when you are done.
I don't even like vegetables.
Lay your weary carrots to rest.
Yeah.
Don't you fry no more.
The cards so far seem to be going from like yellow
Oh.
to a reddish hue.
Gotcha.
You're at
Okay, they're
orange
going
right now.
reddier.
Redder. All right.
Okay.
You continue on. You don't run into anything else as you're going down these hallways. Again, with the navigation check, you're pretty confident, and you don't loop back in on yourselves at all. And you make it to a intersection again. And this one's kind of shaped like a Y. So 3 ways. 2 of the ways are much closer together, and you're coming out of one of the ways that's closer together. And there's a way in front of you, and then you almost turn around and go back behind you another way if you wanted to go.
Basically, like back behind us at an angle.
Yeah.
So one of the people with the forks should make a decision. They're best suited.
Yep.
Let's
Throwing that out there.
just spin it on the floor and go whichever way is closest.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
So our options were pretty much like left or right with
Left
one
or
Yeah,
of the-
straight.
essentially left or right. Or, yeah. Or like
All right.
forward or right.
Joe Rogan is going to pick randomly. 1 and 2 is going to be left. 3 and 4 will be straight.
As it should be.
We're going straight on ahead, says Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Let the dice decide.
Believe in your powers of unreasonable deduction.
And
Okay.
CBD.
Hey, he's
You
never
do
wrong.
so. And continue running straight ahead. I'm assuming everyone's following suit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Not all
Uh,
glomped up though, I don't think.
we're going to need our next navigation, scavenging, and stealth check as you're
So
moving.
I
past
do
the
actually have a point of intelligence. I can roll that too if we want.
Okay. Just whoever
Someone
wants
else
to do it.
Roll it last time.
Say what you're
so-
rolling and call it out.
I'll do stealth again, sure.
Which one
Okay.
was intelligence?
Well, if he's doing intelligence, I'll do stealth then, since I
Yeah.
got the +2 in
Yeah,
agility.
let's do that.
Yikes.
Oof.
Ugh.
Oof.
Damn.
Oh my god.
As
Cheese and
only
rice.
I can.
Okay.
You guys should have known
so
better.
these are the 3 checks. Were you doing was that your check for scavenging again? You're
I was muted. Yes,
Yep.
yes, that was my luck check for
Okay.
scavenging.
Boy, we did
That
it.
is a pass.
Okay.
I did
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So we'll say this: you're going along, and you find a door that's like off the side, and it appears to be like a janitor's closet, and there are some like waterproof. They're like almost hazmat suits, if you will, but it's just for water splash, and so it's like some raincoats. You see 3 sets of raincoats, 4 mops, and some mop buckets.
Helmets.
Well, Beth Jesus definitely gets one of these raincoat situations.
Okay.
Yeah, I will take a raincoat.
Who else? I'll give these raincoats up.
Uh,
There's 2 more.
is there any soapy water in these buckets?
There is not currently, but there is a little pump station that you can go to fill them.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Maybe we
cool.
can clean up the
Station.
oily boy with it.
And so
my
there are
scientist
like
is gonna get some
brooms,
soapy
mop
water.
sticks.
Okay.
They said there were like 3 or 4
So,
brooms.
and there are
Yeah.
4 brooms, which are mechanically spears.
I have a janitor. He's taking a broom and a broom, or a whatever,
A bucket.
a mop and a bucket. He's wearing the
Mhm.
bucket as a helmet.
Okay. And the buckets are mechanically helmets as well, if you want to wear them as such.
Yeah.
I have a dock worker that would like a broom.
Okay.
And Nurse Ratchet would take a broom
And you said
handle.
a spear. I don't have that offhand. Is that a D4 or a D6?
It's a
think it's
It's
a
a
D6.
D6.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a D6.
I believe it's a
And it
D6.
has
Spear?
reach.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it has reach.
she's used to cleaning up patients'
Mhm.
excrements.
Accidents.
So, yeah.
Yep. So,
Clean up them.
Oh no, spear is a D8.
Oh.
that was it. Okay. We'll go with that.
I mean, my janitor has no strength, but
Mhm.
he's taking the spear anyway.
That's
Is there
fine.
any cleaning fluid or chemicals, anything else in this closet?
You see
to
that it
speak of?
normally houses them. Give me a luck check if any is still usable.
Oh no. Why, Joe?
Oof.
Unfortunately, you see
Yep.
there's you go over to like where there's the pump station to fill up the buckets with water, and there are 3 plastic containers, each with nozzles on the ends, and some hoses that drip down. And they're labeled like soap, degreaser,
Oh,
and polish.
you've worked in fast food before. Okay.
Yes.
And
and they're all leading to the drain, and they all seem to be empty.
okay. Can somebody else refill a bottle or whatnot with degreaser?
I'll let one other person do a luck check to see if there's like a bottle of it laying around
Yeah, I'll
somewhere,
try.
not inside of it.
In the store.
I work
It does
at a
hell on the
Wendy's.
eyes, just FYI. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, if you spray somebody in the eyes with degreaser, it's not a good idea.
No.
Somehow it sounds like a bad idea. So
Yeah,
Not that I have experience with that or anything.
I'm sure you don't.
There's a reason why I wear glasses.
My
'cause you
my
can't see.
To hide your secret identity as the evil
That's
demon.
right.
Batman.
Yeah.
my journalist is gonna take a check
Okay.
because they're really lucky. It's how they get all of their good
Scoops.
stories. Yeah, their scoops.
Just do it.
Hey,
Yes.
You find a full bottle of just like a spray bottle of degreaser tucked away in one
Nice.
of the corners.
I immediately spray it in somebody's eyes.
I hear it's effective. But yeah, so add that to your inventory. You have a bottle of degreaser.
Yeah, this guy once wrote a report.
I'm gonna
about a
put it
guy
under
who-
weapons.
All right. So it's as you guys are rummaging through this closet, assembling your
Oh.
your army of assorted janitor sanitation
Janitorial
gear.
supplies.
janitor slayers.
Yeah.
We're sanitation employees.
Right.
Thank you.
I didn't spend 4 weeks at community college for nothing.
There's 6 of you. Let's roll a d6.
The broom slayer.
no.
And okay, I'm doing this d6 in order of as you guys are in. Let's do it in order as you guys are on stream. So Jake is 1, Dan is 2, Chuck is 3, Tyler's 4, Jared 5, Chris 6. Who wants to roll this d6?
Not it.
Not it.
I'll roll it. All right, here we go.
Kill me, Jake. Kill
Oh.
me.
There.
Do it.
Roll. 1d6. Bingy bang.
Ah,
3.
that's me.
Chuck, how many characters do you have alive?
2.
Two.
Oh.
That's me. How many characters do I have alive now?
Who's the last character in your
Ah.
marching order?
Dirty Hank, because Joe Rogan was moving ahead.
What's his luck check? Give me a luck check.
You got it. And his luck score is a 7 right now.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yes.
Ah!
Nice.
nice.
Lucky Hank.
So Hank's hanging back a little bit. He's got his stuff or whatever kind of early and just back in the hallway. And you're just kind of looking out, I guess, or waiting for everyone to finish up. And you hear what sounds like scraping, like almost like concrete on metal.
Uh-oh.
It seems to be quick and echoing all around from the left side of you. And as you turn to look at it, you see a statue sitting in the middle of the hallway that was definitely not there before when you look
when I
back.
move past it.
And it seems to be a statue with 2 hands and this strange, like, tribal looking thing painted. The statue is, like, mostly featureless, sculpture wise. Like, it's pretty much just, like, very plain and rounded. But on its face, it has all these weird tribal markings and 3 green dots.
Oh no, it's got Splinter Cell goggles.
Okay, so how
Sam
far away
Fisher.
is
Oh,
Dirty
no.
Hank from this thing?
He's about 30 feet.
Did it stop moving when he looked at it?
It's setting on the ground.
It's just standing there.
Oh,
standing
there.
Okay.
It's a
It's a
an
weeping
angel.
angel.
Act
from
by
Dirty
Doctor
weeping
Who.
angels.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Dirty Hank walks backwards away from it about 10 feet, turns around, and then immediately turns back around to face it again.
Give me a luck check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red light.
Red light, green light.
That's another pass.
Yes.
So, Dirty Hank's suspicious that the sound stopped as soon as he saw this thing and sees that it seems to be kind of made out of concrete and it's standing on metal. So, with some inspiration, he walks down the edge of the hallway, quickly looks away, looks back, and it's in his face.
Whew.
Pressed right up against him.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm going to take out my blanket and I'm going to tie it around this thing's face like a giant fucking
Urban.
blindfold.
Blindfold.
You feel different while you're standing around it, though.
Different how?
Almost drowsy.
Oh, don't do this. He made his luck check.
Knowing that, well,
No, you
making
made
my
a
luck
check.
check means it didn't kill me instantly.
Yeah.
I think then luck check means it didn't make it
All
all the way
right,
to
I
him.
take
What
my
is
blanket.
your stamina score?
12.
12. Okay. You feel like you've got 12. What are you going to do this? 2 rounds
Okay.
of
Then I
action before you'll have to blink.
Out
I
of everyone's
toss-
characters, everyone is in the janitor's closet.
Everybody but
we're
him.
past the
Hey, but him?
janitor's closet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take my blanket and I just toss it over this thing's head,
Okay.
and then I walk away from it backwards.
You notice as you're like, doing this, it just seems like it's paint on its face. You don't see anything that appears to like be
Eyes.
actually
yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
So you'll note that. And you're in like a hallway, so there's, as you guys have been moving through, there's like these sliding doors almost in every section of the facility that are just a push button for it to open and then close behind you. So you are moving past the janitor closet at this point, correct?
Yeah.
As everyone else is inside of it. So you walk through and you're in the next section of hallway going on, and it's another just long 60-foot hallway. And what are you doing once you're in there?
I'm just moving away from it backwards so I can keep my eyes on it.
Until he
Okay.
has to blink,
Okay.
I assume.
That's my goal. I don't know.
Do you want
Yeah.
us to shut the door on your way past?
Well, that's. I don't want to just go into a random fucking room, because then I'm trapped in a random fucking room with who knows what. So I'm just going to move backwards
Okay.
as fast as I can, move backwards directly away from it.
Okay. So you spent one turn covering it with a blanket.
One action.
And,
and
one
then
action.
A movement. And
And
then
movement.
my second round, movement.
Okay.
So they'll put 90 feet.
So you, once you're doing your second movement, your back hits the door of this next hallway, and you can feel there's like buttons behind you, and you'll be able to open it, but you don't have anything left to do on your turn.
Okay.
With him. Your other character,
Yeah.
Joe
He's-
Rogan.
He's in the fucking janitor's
closet.
Okay.
Probably about to get murdered.
Listen, Joe Rogan closes the door to the janitor's closet,
Okay.
closing all of us inside of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're all rummaging through the janitor's closet. There is like a small light illuminating it. It's a little bit hard to see. But you're all kind of focused on looting from here. And Joe Rogan backs into the room and hits the button. The door closes behind you. And what is it that you tell tell everyone with you?
There's some big giant murder statue out in the hallway that's about to kill Dirty Hank.
As it does.
Let's not go out there right now.
And it's as you're
my
saying
thought
this,
goes,
you
what are you
hear a
gonna do?
loud crack.
We can't see it, so it's bursting through the door? Is that?
Nope.
Goodbye, Dirty Hank. My
I'm
old
assuming
friend.
that was the crack of bones.
Yeah. Sounds a little
Ah.
bit like that.
Gotcha.
It was like a.
Yeah. Kinda like
Hank,
a
we
In the
loved you.
arms of the statue.
A little bit.
Rip Dirty Hank.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right in half.
Okay.
Right in Hafe.
So,
That's what you meant to say.
what are you guys doing now? You're all inside of the janitor closet with the door closed.
Listening.
Yeah.
Give me a
Would this
intelligence.
janitor closet perchance have a sledgehammer?
No.
It'd
Does
be
not.
really useful right now.
15 for hearing sounds.
Yeah. But no sledgehammers. We're pretty confident.
Damn.
Uh,
Mining pick?
nope. Give me that. Or 15, you said, for hearing sounds?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he says that there's something out there, and you put your ear up to the door, and you hear what sounds like concrete scraping on metal, just running back and forth along this hallway, occasionally stopping and pausing, and then like it's moving impossibly fast, left and right and around, and eventually, every so often, it'll like be gone for a few seconds, and then it'll come back running the other way. It'll run back. And it seems to be just a few more seconds each time as it runs by.
If it's going that fast, we could trip it and make it shatter itself.
So
What?
I'm
I
about
have
to
a,
shatter myself right now, if you know what I mean.
I have a plan, but I don't think it's a fair plan because it's not based on information that Joe Rogan knows.
I too have a plan, but again, that's
Yeah.
information I know.
I mean, essentially, the group of us all just have to watch this thing.
Well, I was gonna say we just all wail on it
No,
collectively.
God, no, we don't wail on it. We
I
all
think if
watch
we-
it
If we take
we
turns
all-
watching it,
because we're not all going to blink at the same time.
Well, if we all take turns watching, are
Mechanically,
we all
your
just gonna stay
characters
here forever?
will blink as a group.
like each person,
Like your group of characters mechanically, like
your
each
four
Right.
player.
characters.
So Jared's characters would blink, Dan's characters would blink, but
Yeah.
not all of our characters all together at the same time. So
Well,
But
that's
once
what
Who
we-
here
again-
has a spoon?
I have a fork.
I have a fork.
I think I took a spoon.
Let me see that spoon.
You can borrow my spoon.
Neat. I'm gonna twist the spoon so that or no, I don't think I would have to. Is there space at the bottom of this door? Does it slide open and shut, or is there a little gap under the door?
There's not a gap under the door. The doors, almost every door in this facility, like the
Slides open.
it slides open and shut, and it seems
Okay.
to
Ock
protrude.
would say, "Don't let that touch the ground."
Yeah.
In which case, he'll hand the spoon back. My idea was to look at it under the door, but
Oh, like a little mirror.
yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no
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 right.
gap or anything.
Joe Rogan pushes the button to open the door.
I mean, once we're all staring at it, what do we do?
Yeah.
Just stare at it forever?
Yeah.
Back
Door
away.
opens, and you don't
Hope-
see it.
Let's
We don't see it, you said?
You said you don't see it immediately, like in front of the door.
let's
Oh.
all
Everybody back to back.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's all back to back and just slowly move down to the door at the end of the hallway so we can keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. You do
I mean,
so.
I'm down. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. You each start making your way down the hallway.
Do I see
Yes.
Dirty Hank's corpse at the end of the hall?
Yeah. So as you make it to the end of this hallway, and then in the next stretch of hallway, you see a blanket, or that you had one of the sheets around its head, right?
Getting cat attacked.
You see that laying. Yeah, my cat is being crazy right now. You see a sheet laying, kind of like, it seems like it's drifted down over the legs of Hank, and his head is completely twisted all the way around in his body.
That
So-
sucks. I loot the body.
Yeah. You get the stuff.
Hey, that
Poor
blanket
Hank.
could be
Hey, what do you
useful,
got?
It's facing background.
What's that, Joe?
I said his head's like facing the opposite direction. The neck and like muscles in it have split open in one part, and he is just totally dead.
I would, expect nothing less after this description.
Yep.
Beyond reasonable levels of dead.
Okay.
He looks
Then let's move
similar
through
to
that
one
door
of the
at the end of the
guards
hall.
in the first room that you didn't investigate.
Oh,
Because when the lights went out, one of the guards died. But you didn't check that body.
no. Let's just go through the door.
first room.
All right, we're going through the door then.
Make sure
Uh,
to close that door behind us.
Okay, so as you walk through, you close that door behind you. You'll shuffle down, come in here. And as you're opening this next door and you're going through, a lot of you start to feel a little bit drowsy.
Hmm.
Oh,
I feel drowsy.
Who
The
all
guy
has
that drank the soda.
oh yeah. Do
yeah,
do
what about
Ock
the-
and Tyler's other
So-
character feel drowsy?
So you guys don't feel drowsy in the sense like that you're tired, but it's just
It's
like your
something
eyes
funny.
are strained. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like when you're
Yeah.
looking
Mm.
at
Feel a little
something
headache.
When you
to, like-
actually
something
have
else-
to rest your eyes and not
Yeah.
use that as an excuse to sleep.
right.
It's like something is
So-
forcing us to blink, basically.
Yeah.
Do
It's
we
almost like the
see
air is
sign of
irritating you.
anything?
Yeah, I was about to ask, can we like roll perception or
Do we
something
do we
like
see
that? too?
statue? Do we taste statue?
Do we
Um,
taste statue?
I mean,
That concrete in the air.
yeah, whoever wants to make a perception.
delicious. Oh no, not delicious.
I will make a perception check first, Joe.
Yep.
Don't worry, we could all look with our eyes. Our
That's
special
right.
eyes.
We have special eyes.
That's one of my favorite commercials of all
10.
time.
Okay. That's enough where you guys are all kind of like huddling
There you go.
together, moving down this
I
hallway.
looked
Thanks,
also
Dan.
for what it's worth.
Okay. And as you guys are like making it through this doorway and you start closing the other one, just through like the crack of this door closing, you see the other door open at the other end of the hallway. But you don't see anything on the other side of it.
Oh, so it's like an
Opens
extended
doors?
airlock.
No,
As
that's
the
not
one
how
that's
most of these
closing,
doors have
the
been.
other one opens.
No, it's just a long hallway with doors.
It's just
at
a
the
long
end.
hallway.
Okay.
So
Something
you've-
else.
you
So
would
something
know-
else is coming in. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you start backing away, you hear this metal scraping on concrete sound. in the
It's
hallway
Pyramid
behind you
Head.
guys.
This is
Okay.
back the other way, right?
And this is the way
Basically.
that you guys came from.
That we're actually going.
It's behind you.
Okay. Does
What?
Dan see something more than I do? Question mark. Since he got a 17.
He's the one that caught the door. You
Ah,
didn't see anything,
gotcha.
but he noticed that the door was just barely opening. He didn't see anything through it. And I will say that, like, as you're going through these hallways, they kind of like have a wall almost at the end, right? Like the entire hallway is not this door that's opening and closing. So there's a bit of like a corner at the end of each hallway with like a wall, door, wall, and then one of the walls has a button. If that makes sense.
So it's really like it's like sectioned off into like 50 or 60 foot chunks. So then, if something breaks out, they can contain it to a
Yeah.
50 or 60 foot chunk of wall or
Mhm.
hall.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
I guess let's keep moving and hope it stays behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's in front of us though, right?
It's in front or behind? Did I
Right.
misunderstand?
So, what I need everyone to do is look at your stamina.
Mhm.
The highest stamina, actually no, the lowest stamina of your group.
Name.
Yeah.
I just have one.
And
Then the stamina of your group.
for every 6 stamina is a turn that your entire group of characters can go without blinking.
I went to public school. Give me a second. 6, 12, 18.
So if you have 11, you can still only do 1.
I have a 13, so I'm at 2.
Okay.
One.
Yeah, I'm a 1.
So
One.
keep in track of that
Wow,
number.
really? I got 4. I got 2 characters. One
Minimum of 1.
is
Minimum.
Pick
Well,
your
yeah.
best
oh, minimum of
character.
1.
Your worst
So then
character.
2.
Oh, your worst character, yeah.
Well, it's
Worst
so
character. Yeah.
even if you don't have 6,
Yep.
if your worst character is like a 4 stamina, your
Uh-huh.
characters collectively still have 1 turn.
Gotcha. So then,
All right.
oh, okay, I got you.
So
1.
Jared,
Sorry,
your
my bad.
characters and Chuck characters need to alternate blinking.
Yeah. Or another way to think about this is everyone has 1 turn unless you have 12 or more. In this case, you have 2, and if you have 18, you have 3 turns. But all 4 of your characters would have to have 18. So pretty much everyone's going to have 1 or 2.
Okay.
So
Well,
just to be absolutely clear, the sound is the direction that we're heading to in front of us, or the sound is from behind
Behind.
us?
So you guys are like continuing the direction that you
Yes.
wanted to go, and it's following
Perfect.
behind you.
I just wanted to be
Yep.
clear.
Okay.
Well, let's keep an eye on that direction and then move on our path.
I'll blink real quick, anyways,
Okay.
so I can try and clear myself for the next thing.
Okay. So
Are we doing this in initiative?
yes.
Okay.
Like
Each-
calling out blinking.
Mhm.
Each
character with
person
a
turns
one
around. like,
should pair with a character with a 2 or something. I don't know.
well, everybody except Chuck has a
So-
1, I think.
2
Yeah.
people have 2s.
Yep.
I thought.
Oh, okay.
Jared's got 2s and Chuck's got 2.
So it's basically so once you guys have to blink, you basically have to spend an entire turn unable
Blinking.
to stop it from progressing towards you.
Okay.
And that's like per group of characters. So after that, after you have like your turn of blinking, you have whatever turns of stamina left. So if you have 12 stamina as your lowest, you blink for 1 turn, and then you have 2 turns that you're able to see and progress. If that makes sense.
Sucks.
Okay.
Everybody's got 1, right?
16.
Chuck
Everyone's
has a
got
one.
at least
got
one.
Chuck has 2.
I have 2.
You have 2. Okay.
I have 1 as well, so it's up to Chuck.
It really is.
Yeah.
I
I think-
Save us,
see-
Joe Rogan.
You're our only hope.
Hunting
Oh, God.
instincts.
So,
And
Tyler,
running
and
uphill.
also you guys can intentionally forego opening your eyes. Too. So you could say, like, you just keep your eyes closed and you blink 2 rounds in a row.
Just pretend there's a chimp after your family, Joe.
Right.
Stay alert.
You ever see the arms on the chimp?
Jamie, pull
Alright.
that up.
Whose turn is it?
Yeah.
My turn. I'm top of the initiative. I mean, I'm just gonna start walking,
Okay.
back towards the way that we're going because I don't want to look away from the
Mhm.
where the thing is coming from. But
Yep.
I'm gonna move my 30 feet or whatever it is.
Okay. So is this your turn that you are keeping your eyes open or blinking?
Yes, this is my keeping my eyes open turn.
Okay. And then you have 1 turn of that?
Yes, I only have 1 turn of that.
Okay. So eyes are open currently. Then it goes to Jared.
Doing the same thing. Eyes open, walking 30 feet or so in the same direction as Tyler is doing.
Okay. Chuck.
Close my eyes.
Keeping your eyes closed. Okay. And then you're also attempting to back up
Yeah,
and
I'm
follow
moving
the
with.
group.
Yep.
So while you're trying to navigate with your eyes closed, you need to give me a dexterity. This is to see if you keep pace with the rest of the group.
This is at a -1. 10.
Okay. You do so.
All right.
Keep pace. Back up. Dan.
I am going to actually do the same thing, and probably do significantly worse.
Oh, there you go.
Good.
Nice.
So
I did.
you're keeping your eyes closed, but also trying to move back.
Mhm.
Okay. Chris.
Yeah. Gonna do the same.
Okay. Same as close your eyes and then try and move backwards.
Yeah, if
Okay.
if Tyler's got his eyes open currently, so
Yeah,
Okay.
me and
Yeah,
Jared
Tyler
both
and I
got you
both
covered.
have.
Yep.
okay. Okay. This is the agility.
Yes.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oof.
oof.
Ouch. So, Chris,
Yikes.
your eyes are closed, and as your characters are like trying to fumble around to like make it back, they get 1 hallway behind, basically. So the rest move into the next room, and you're in a section by yourself.
Oh,
with your eyes closed.
Uh-oh.
And you hear a sound.
It's now its turn.
Mm.
I was say technically a couple people in the party are still looking at it. Maybe?
Right.
So
Well, so as you guys are moving through sections, you're closing doors.
But I haven't
Yeah.
taken my turn yet, so I'm still in the same.
Yeah, Jake's still.
Oh, where's yours? What? Okay, sorry. Jake,
I think
yeah,
Jake's last.
my bad.
5. Yeah, 5 is my initiative roll.
Is your okay? And then what were you? Are you doing eyes open or closed? You have to declare that before rolling.
Oh, I didn't know we re-rolled initiative.
But we didn't.
but it's
Oh.
not for initiative. It's if you
Yeah.
close your eyes, you see if you keep up with the group.
So yeah,
Right.
so you declare are your eyes open or closed for this turn. If you decide to close them, you have to make a dexterity save basically to progress with the party.
Well, since other people are resting their eyes, I'll keep mine open.
Okay.
But I will stay with I'll stay behind with those who are lagging behind.
Okay. So you'll intentionally stay
Yeah.
with
go to the end of the room and wait. Or haul him with you.
Yeah.
Could he do that with his action?
Yep. So he can go to the end of the room. Basically, you'll be by the door to go to the next hallway. The rest of the people will be essentially like through the hallways. Kind of how I'm doing this is I'm tracking which hallway you guys are in. There's like a set length, and kind of behind the screen, I'm still working out how to make these encounters work mechanically as I publish this. But what I'm basically turning this into is like an extended test. If you guys make it a certain distance, encounter
We're
succeeded.
fine.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's just as you guys are progressing through it, it's basically going to be if it gets to its turn and it's in a room where no one's eyes are open, people die.
Someone's
Game
gonna
over.
die.
Yeah,
Well, you just have to be faster than the slowest guy.
It's a fail
All
forward.
that matters.
yeah.
You don't have to be faster than the bear. You just have to be faster than your friends.
That's right.
Exactly.
It's a deathly fail forward. A deadly
So,
fail forward.
Jake, your eyes are open, and you are still in room 1. And Dan, you succeeded your check too, right? So
I
you're
did.
Yeah.
Somehow.
okay. So now it's its turn. So as you the doors are, and basically like each room is separate, so your eyes being open in a hallway are good for that hallway. So Chris and Jake. Chris, all of your characters' eyes are closed. Jake, yours are open. And door behind you is closed to move into the next section. And door opens, and you see the statue standing in place at the door at the end of the hallway. But it does not move forward as your eyes are open. It just stands there, pointed in your direction. We now loop around. Tyler,
I am closing my eyes.
you
and,
have to close your eyes.
Or yeah, I
because you
have to
had one
close my
turn.
eyes. And I'm gonna continue to attempt to walk backwards out of this room.
Okay. Give me a check.
So an agility is just gonna be a flat 20. I'm not gonna make it out of this room.
You do not make it out of the room. Jared, you have to close your eyes.
Have to close my eyes.
Give me a check.
Straight D20. Oh, look at me.
You pass. So you make it to the next room.
It's just the most intense slow dice rolling I've ever done.
It really is.
Chuck, your eyes were closed last round. You can choose to open them or keep them closed. You're muted.
Keeping them open. And
You're going to
Moving.
open? Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I'm going to open them. So they'll be open this round and next round.
Okay.
And I'm going to move with Jared.
Okay, so you're in room 3. Tyler's in room 2. Jared, check. Room 3. Dan, your eyes were closed. You can decide to open them now. So now you are able to open your eyes. You and Tyler are the only two in this room.
I'll try my luck one more time here.
Okay. You're keeping your eyes closed, and then
Yes.
back
Oh,
in.
I don't actually have a -1. Sorry, that's me looking
That's
at my
fine.
character sheet wrong again. It's an 11.
Yeah, and you can use the highest dexterity because you guys are kind of like clumped together. You're moving people with you, so the guy that's able to like find his way to the door best is able to move as a group.
It's
But
that mixed stats mess again.
yeah, so you keep your eyes closed, but you move to room 3. So Jared, Chuck, and Dan are in room 3. Chris, your eyes were closed. You are able to open them if you want, or keep them closed if you do not.
I'm going to open them.
Okay. You see the statue at the end of the
Son of
hallway.
a bitch.
And you can choose to move to the next room. However,
Yeah.
I will note, when it goes to Jake's turn, he has to close his eyes. So if you
Yeah.
move to the next room,
I wanna like put my hand on Jake's shoulder and like move with him
okay.
if I can.
You can't move him on
Okay.
your turn.
All right. I'll move to the room then.
So it's like
Makes a
on
noise for him.
the way I'm playing, like each turn the switch flips. If it was open, your eyes have to close. If it was closed, you get to open if you want.
Right.
If all the switches are off when you're in the room with it, someone dies.
GG.
Yeah, so basically, Chris,
So-
you have to have your eyes open unless
To protect
Jake
So yeah.
gets
Yeah. Yeah. I'm moving toward the room with my eyes open.
Okay. So trying to think how this works too.
It's complicated.
It
I
is
hate to say
complicated.
So Chris would move out of the room,
He would move out of the room
leaving
would
Jake
leave-
in the room with
he
his
would-
eyes open.
with his eyes open, but immediately when it goes to his turn, his eyes close.
Yes. So does the creature attack on other people's
So, it
turns,
does
or does
not
it attack on its
attack-
own turn?
It attacks at the end once it's decided where everyone is with whose eyes open.
Okay, so it depends
So-
on Jake's.
well,
success.
Jake is the
Jake-
last person though. So
Yeah, so Chris is moving to the room 2. Jake basically has to succeed his save to move out of the room
or someone's
before,
gonna get
same.
glomped.
or he'll get stuck. So Jake, your eyes have to close.
Yes.
You're still in the
Don't
room.
forget, you can burn luck, Jake.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm not rolling luck.
No, you need to make an ability check, but you can burn luck.
Burn
to
luck.
help
Once
that
it's your
agility
turn,
check
yeah.
yeah,
succeed.
once
Yeah.
it's your turn.
So Jake, your eyes are closed. Give me that check to see if you're able to make it out of the room.
What's this?
What ability is it?
Agility.
I don't know what I'm looking at there, Jack.
Tracking everyone's
Oof.
eyes in the rooms they're in.
Yikes!
Nice.
Yeah,
gonna burn-
You should
I'm gonna burn 3 luck off of that.
3.
Yeah.
pick your most least favorite character and burn that
Yeah,
luck.
you have to you choose one character. Anytime you're burning luck as a group, you choose one character. And
I'll choose it for the same guy who I'm rolling the agility for.
I was
which
going
will
to
be
say,
my
don't
tabby.
you, the person rolling it has to burn it?
okay,
Oh,
yeah,
That makes sense to me.
that does.
That
yeah.
seems fair.
Yeah.
Okay, you're burning 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be a pass,
Good.
and you are able to make it to room 2. Eyes
Hooray.
closed. Turn goes by. It's in its room by itself. No one's in there. Next to the next door. But door's closed. No one sees it.
You're
So
stuck.
yeah, door closed between you guys. So now it goes up to the top of the initiative. There is Tyler with your with your eyes closed in room 2.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna reopen my eyes
Okay.
and
move out.
Move out. Yes.
Okay. Jared, your eyes are closed and you're in room 3.
Same thing. Moving right along.
Okay. Are you opening your eyes and then moving?
Opening eyes, moving on to the next room. Yes.
Okay. Check. Your eyes are open. That is 1 turn that they've been open, so you can keep them open an additional turn.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of people between me and the statue, so.
Yeah, I'll
And
move. The
Jared's
problem,
the first one to make it to room 4.
yeah, I'll move into room 4. The problem is if no one else moves into room 4, next turn, Jared, you and I both have to have our eyes closed.
Uh,
But it'd have to make its way through a lot of people to get to you.
Yeah, so I'll move on into room 4.
okay.
So you,
Yeah, if you want to keep your eyes
the
closed,
guys that
Chuck,
are like
that's
far
fine.
ahead, you don't feel like you're in danger of getting hit by it because you know it would have to move through,
Move through a
people.
lot of
Yeah.
people.
But you still have to be juggling.
Yeah.
You decide if you want it to be open or closed to make it easier to
Yeah.
go through.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'll move on to room 4 with my eyes open.
Okay.
Okay.
4. So they are open still. In your next turn, they will close. Dan, your
I'm gonna
eyes are
try my luck.
closed, and you're in room 3.
I'm gonna see if I can luck my way through to room 4.
Okay.
I'll luck that up.
Okay.
So I'll
How much are you
spend the
burning?
luck.
Oh god, I rolled out.
I
First roll.
got by with a 10 or 11 at least. So I'll spend 3 more.
3
Isn't
more?
your D20 plus 0 or plus 1? Because you have
Oh,
your
it's a 9. Sorry, yeah, I keep putting a -1 on it because that's what the cook sheet says.
So
but
so
not
what is the
one that I
score
made.
supposed to be?
12.
12 flat without
12 total.
without burning anything?
12
No, he's
with
got a
luck.
9 right now.
Okay, he's
12
got a
with
9.
luck.
Yeah.
12. Okay, that's enough. You pass.
Okay, yeah.
So you are in room 4, eyes closed. Chris,
There we go.
Your
At
eyes
least
are
we got a
open?
little more coverage here in room 4.
Yeah. your eyes are open. They have to be closed now. You are in room 2. Decide if you want to move back. I assume you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me that check.
I'm going to move. Oh, jeez.
You unfortunately are
Yikes.
stuck in room 2.
No.
Jake, your eyes are closed, but you're able to open them if you want. You're in room 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shoot the cannon at him, Jake.
God, I wish. But I do have an idea. My scientist is going to take the skull
Okay.
and he's going to partially unwrap it and hold it out in front of him. And then he's going to tell the rest of his crew to go on without him.
Oh, self-sacrifice.
Hopefully.
Everybody
It changes
sheds a
its
tear.
personality.
What's that?
It changes its personality somehow.
Are you
That's what
holding
I'm
it-
hoping for.
So are you holding
I'm holding
The-
the skull out in front of me.
but are you like leaving it partially exposed, trying
Yeah.
to hold the shirt around it?
Like I want the face to be
Give me
exposed.
a dexterity check that you're able to do that without like having it slip out.
All right.
Man.
Oh man,
Brutal,
he's
Joe,
got a
brutal.
plus
Here
0.
goes
for this.
Jake.
Drops it on his chest and he's just like, ah!
Don't worry, just luck it up if you've got it.
11. You know what? I'm gonna burn some massive luck
He's
because
gonna
if this
die
happens, it's
anyways.
gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna go with
Well, this is just to make sure that you are holding the skull
Yeah,
without.
honestly.
well,
I
for
think
that, then
might
I
be
think
blown
I
up.
think I'm good then.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
That's
So
fine.
11. That's enough. You're able to like unwrap it partially, and you have it positioned in front of you.
All right,
Yeah.
and then the rest of my guys will move out of the room
Okay.
as the scientist stands at the door with this skull extended out in front of him.
Okay.
Hadouken.
I'm ready to
Right.
mark this. Jake, I'm gonna say your party.
Got 1 and 2 and 3 and 3, right?
Yeah. That's gonna fuck with how I'm tracking this, but it's okay.
There's one thing we can
I'm
do,
gonna
Joe.
track this by like groups. So I'll do Jake group 1, Jake group 2.
When you
So-
publish this, you should just make a big fucking spreadsheet. And that way, every person, every character has a line.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. And your eyes were open last round, so they have to be closed. They have to be closed. So your one person by himself is in room 2 with his eyes closed, with Chris's characters with their eyes closed.
I thought
And then-
Jake's eyes were
I thought
closed
Chris's
one.
characters made it out.
Yeah, Chris's character made it
No,
out.
my characters
failed.
rolled low.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's right.
failed.
He rolled a
Oh,
5
no.
on
Yeah,
us.
on the first round.
I have, according to my chart, Jake's eyes should be open this round.
Are they?
Yeah.
No.
On his turn.
His eyes should be open when mine are closed.
Yeah. So Chris's eyes were closed this round,
Okay.
and Jake's eyes are open.
Yeah,
this
because he was
round.
trying to lead him back, remember?
Right, okay. My bad.
That's right.
flipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, or is maybe my chart's backwards?
No, it's right. It's right because Chris had his eyes open and he tried to pull my characters whose eyes were closed back out, but he couldn't.
Okay. So you decided your characters move eyes open into room 3, and you have one by himself in room 2
In room
with his eyes
2,
open.
about to close his eyes.
Okay. Oh, and
Yeah.
he's deciding to close his eyes?
Yeah.
So,
Making everything complicated.
Yes, as we do.
Jesus Christ.
And close his eyes,
this-
holding the skull out.
This is enjoyable,
This
but a little too
particular
complicated.
I know, this particular SCP was the one I was the most afraid of, like, translating mechanically how it was going to
If
work.
I were in your shoes, I just wouldn't have fucking done it.
Yeah. And I
We may
wanted
have
to.
to
The
redo
problem
it a
is
little bit
this
again.
particular SCP is like the first one of
The
the entire
iconic.
universe. So it'd be
Oh.
like hard to leave it out.
That's fair.
Right. So I at least wanted to give it a shot. But I may change how
It may take
I
some
do it in
thinking.
the future. But you know, we're all going through it together. So
Yeah.
but that's
Just a thought while we're dwelling on it, you could maybe implement like this Y-hander chase mechanics
Mhm.
and just
Mhm.
have everybody roll, and does he catch someone?
Well,
then he
basically
has
I have
to-
like an escape value decided.
Yeah.
And then it's moving along behind.
Yeah.
So like once everyone meets a certain threshold, they're out of it.
And then Jake had to mess everything up by holding the skull.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Just a
Right.
thought to throw out there.
I'm trying
while
to
it's
do
on
like a
lines,
hybrid
so,
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, let's see
That's
what
what
happens.
Blitz knows. Can't leave this one out.
Yeah.
Mm.
So the way I have this charted though is that Chris had to have his eyes closed, didn't make it out of the room, so he's in room 2. Jake stayed behind in room 2 with one character and closed his eyes. So there are Jake with his eyes closed and all of Chris's characters with their eyes closed in room 2. Everyone else is in room 3 past that. And Jake's other group of characters have their eyes open in room 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's its turn. Comes into room 2. There are all of Chris's characters and Jake's character. But Jake tried to position himself in a way that he is like first in line. So I'll
Going
give
to
you
get
guys
hit.
equal chances of being hit on this. Give me, so there's 5 characters total in here.
Mm.
Because you still have 4 characters, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we doing like a character sheet at a time, and then like the next character sheet comes in?
No.
Once we find more.
Yeah, once you find replace, you're doing them individually.
Okay.
It's just when you find characters, you'll fill in the gaps with it. So like if you had 2 die, and there's 2 still alive, and then you find 2 more
Yeah.
characters to replace it, you'll have 2 and 2.
Yeah.
across
Did
Okay.
you lose any characters last session?
And
Yeah.
I don't Okay.
How many
So
did
how
you
many
lose?
characters
One.
you lost?
So you
One.
got
So you have
three
three
right now.
So there's 4 total. Okay.
Okay.
So,
So forget about Bert. Bert doesn't exist. It was Ock with the knife all along.
Jake, high or low?
Low. That is not low.
It's not.
That is definitely not low.
But Jake's intention was to be hit.
Yes.
Not to win. So by losing, he wins.
So Chris,
Oh no.
I lose.
you have 3
You know what? That
characters.
actually sounds like a tactic I do employ quite often.
I was thinking.
So I made
like,
it a 50-50. So
I was
uh,
thinking the lowest agility character was gonna die.
marching order. You have 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna roll a d6. Character in 1's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
4. Middle character.
Oh, good.
My middle character?
No. Chris. Whoever you have in the middle of your marching order. All of you in room 2 that have your eyes closed. Jake, you're standing there with your skull held out. And you hear this loud, horrible snap behind you.
Oh.
And a scream that's suddenly, like, cut off.
I hope you're just turning that direction.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but you didn't touch the evil skull that I had for you.
Right
No.
here. Right here.
He didn't fall into my trap like I wanted you to.
The rest of you, as you hear this screaming and commotion, are able to move up a room.
Goodbye, Esoc.
Yellow Brick Road.
And this is a kind of joke mechanic I have worked into a lot of these SCPs, but sacrifices go a long way in the SCP world. So you're very much able to capitalize off of other people having unfortunate ends. And so as you hear this commotion of Chris is dying, or one of his characters dying, the rest of you effectively are moved up 1.
Oh,
Nice.
So everybody moved up 1.
Everyone not in that room.
Okay.
Oh, so Chuck and I are on 5.
Chuck, Jared, and Dan are on
And Jared?
5. I am.
Yep.
Yep.
Tyler is by himself in 4.
The remainder of Jake and Chris are in 4, 3.
Jake's
3.
got characters in 4 now.
Yeah, Jake's everybody but the doctor with the skull is in 4.
Yeah.
So that means Jake's 1 character and all of Chris's characters are in 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone else is in 4 and 5.
Oh no.
This will either work or it won't.
This could
It's
be
like
very
Jake's doctor, like, just holding this skull.
Tyler,
well. He gets
your
to open
turn.
his eyes this
Screaming.
time, so now he can just go donk it with it.
I think I have to close my eyes.
No, I mean
You
Jake,
do have to
Jake's
close your
turn
eyes.
though.
Yeah.
Jake
no,
gets
I'm
to open
fine.
his
Sorry.
eyes, and he can
wrapping around.
donk
Yeah.
him with it.
Yeah, well, so yeah,
Wraps
Yeah.
around. Tyler,
I'm
you
gonna
have to close your
attempt.
eyes. You're in room 4. Give me a check if
Yeah.
you want to leave.
I'm gonna attempt to leave.
17, easy. You back on through. You are in room 5 with everyone else in there. Jared, you have to close your eyes. You're in room
Okay.
5. Give me a check if you
Room
want to back out.
5. Rolling.
Nice.
All right. Jared, as you back out, you find yourself not in these hallways anymore. And you are in just kind of like another section, and you feel like it'll be pretty easy to lose it once you're out here. So you're effectively out of the chase. You've made it far enough away.
Oh, okay.
As
Your
you're the
eyes do
first to
not
hit
feel
6.
so heavy
So I am
anymore.
pulling you out of it.
Yay!
Chuck, your eyes are closed. You're in room 5. Or will
I'm
your
gonna
guys
stay
flip to
in
closed?
room 5.
Okay, stay in room 5.
Yeah.
Dan, your eyes get to open if you want to. You're in room 5.
I guess I'll open my eyes and move to the next room.
All right, you are now also effectively out.
I'm only taking the opportunity because Beth Jesus has all the fucking keys.
Yep. Chris, you get to open your eyes. You see
Okay.
one of your friends
what?
not too happy right now.
I'll be right back.
I just see a statue standing still
it's
with a
literally-
crushed body in
this
its arms.
Yeah. Well, so you see the statue. The statue never changes its shape. Like, it has its hands out, and it's completely motionless. It's just standing in the middle of your group of characters with one at its feet, with its head completely twisted all the way around.
Oh,
And it's just sitting there, not moving.
Straight up bodies them.
Yeah.
so one of them is still just looking straight at him.
So you are able to open your eyes. You're in room 2. You can choose to move to room 3 if you want.
Yeah. So Auk is gonna tell Rapatsirk, keep your eyes on it.
Mhm.
And he's gonna bend down and pick up the bottle of degreaser that Esok had.
Okay.
And then he's going to go, oops, and drop the butter knife on the ground. And then
Okay.
pick it back up and run into the next room. If he can do all that. But,
so I'll let you do like one thing with your action per character. So what do you have 2 characters.
Okay,
What
so
all are you trying to accomplish with your actions? I'll give you like an action to search one of your characters and try and get all the stuff off their body. And then you have your movement. And then another character can do something and then has their
Okay.
movement.
So Rapatsirk's gonna get the degreaser.
Okay.
To get the stuff off of Esok. And then Auk is gonna touch the ground with the butter knife. And then they're both gonna go into the next room.
Okay. So they grab stuff, move into the next room. You have your eyes open in the next room. You're in 3. Jake, your first character, had his eyes closed. He's able to open them if he wants. And he is in room 2 by himself, holding the skull, standing next to a dead body, looking at the back side of this creature.
Yeah.
Or statue.
Is there an oily puddle developing on the ground too?
You do not see one at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, that granite backside could crack a spine. Anyway,
So what are you doing, Jake?
I'm gonna move up to the statue and give it a little tippy tap with the skull.
Okay.
I'll give it a tippy tap with the skull, and then, like a fucking idiot, because he's got a -1 intelligence, he'll close his eyes again. The rest of my characters will continue progressing through the hall. Like, my cabbie will say to
Okay.
my thug, yeah, he's a goner. Yeah, and they'll keep going.
Fantastic.
Give
What
me a
a
luck,
maroon.
give me a luck check as you tap this skull.
One tippy tappy luck check coming up.
Little taparoo.
Oh, that's a match.
A match pass?
Yeah. Oh,
Or a match of your luck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
roll
you-
at or under.
You touch it with the skull, and you almost felt like your thumb was just barely going to touch the skull as you're trying to maneuver it, but it doesn't.
Oh.
But you tap it and just hold it against it, and then you
Yep.
close your eyes.
And that is the last thing he ever sees.
Most likely. And then your other group of characters is
Not gonna sugarcoat it.
the other group of characters had their eyes open. They have to close them. They're in room 4. Are they attempting to move?
Yeah, they're
I'm
gonna
assuming
attempt to
they are.
move.
So give me that check.
Are they in room 4 or 5?
They're in room 4.
when the dude died, didn't they get to move forward a room as well?
They were in room 3 when
They went
died.
Yeah,
from
they
three
were
to
in 3.
four.
Now they're in 4. They're trying to move to 5.
Because he was in room 2, they moved to 3.
Noise.
When the thing
Damn.
happened, they were in 3, they moved to 4.
Nat
Okay.
20.
That's 20. So you are in room 5, eyes closed. It's its turn. Everyone
Does
in
it
this
feel different?
hallways. No.
No.
It still likes doing what it does, and you hear a horrible snap as and a very short scream
As 2 skulls are crushed.
at the same time. Yep, a snap. Everyone still in the hallways gets to move forward, though.
I think that clears basically everybody out.
So Jake is out. Chris is in 4. Chuck is out. Unless you're intentionally staying back.
I'm gonna stay behind.
Okay.
So Chris moves to 5.
Chris
Mhm.
moves to 4.
Chris moves to 4.
Oh,
Chris
Thane
moves
is
to
still
4.
in
You and
2.
I, Dan, are out, I believe.
Yep.
That Tyler's out now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
If he
assuming.
chooses to
Yeah,
be,
they
yeah.
wanted to. Yeah, the only one that's mentioned that they want to stay back is Chuck. So you are staying
Yeah.
back in room 5.
5.
Everyone else is out except for Chris.
Is it about time for Chuck to blink?
This round, I'm gonna blank.
check.
Yeah.
If he needs to
Chuck's
blink,
eyes
then
are closed this round. I have you
Oh, they're
down as closed.
yeah.
I
So
will
you
be
had two.
closing
Be able
my
to cover
eyes this
Chris.
round.
if I'm
I had you as your eyes were already closed that round.
Yes.
My eyes
you
were
should be-
open last round, and I
You had-
stayed where I was.
You had 2 rounds
Yeah.
of your eyes being open.
Yep. And that ended last round. So I'm going to start this turn, eyes open, and
Eyes
then
shut.
end this turn, eyes shut.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Is that right?
I'm pretty sure that's right. It's right on my chart.
Right.
Okay,
Well, so I have it recorded that your eyes were shut. Basically, it gets to flip to open if you want to at your turn. And then,
Okay.
so it'll be open, and then you choose to blink on your next turn if you want to reset it.
Okay.
If that makes
Don't
sense.
argue with Joe.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue if it puts me in a better position.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, you'll. Okay, it moves around. So I'm just going to delete people out of here that aren't in so we can track this better.
There's the roll 20. There's the rolls.
I enjoy it, but it's also a little
These
too
are my
complicated.
characters.
Tyler,
Whose
you are
characters are they,
missing-
Tyler?
What?
What?
Oh, nothing. Talking to Sammy.
I figured you covered your camera. I figured you probably meant to mute your audio too.
Yeah, I did. It's okay.
Okay.
So slipped around. Yeah. So Chuck, you're the first. Eyes are closed. They get to be opened.
I'm
You-
going to close them.
You're keeping them closed,
Yeah.
and then are you
Staying
waiting
in
in
5.
5?
Yep. Staying in 5 with my eyes closed.
Okay. So then, Chris, your eyes were open. They get flipped to closed. You're in room 4. If you want to move back, make a check.
I will do that. Here it goes. I failed.
Luck it up if you want. or
Yeah,
don't.
burn some luck. Dude.
That's real close.
Yeah, I'll,
I think
I'll
whoever made your
burn
check.
I said
some
all
luck.
Jake's characters made it out, right?
The rest of them did.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Yeah, and then the one did that.
Wait, your characters are out, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So it's
will...
just Chris. Chris's eyes are closed in room 4.
Well,
He just
You look so different,
Oh.
Tyler.
I was about to say Tyler got a lot
Oh
prettier.
my goodness.
Oh, thank you. And a burger.
Are you
Okay.
going to make Tyler drink more vodka?
No, I'm making Tyler get me food since he got it without
Oh.
me.
You missed the chance to kill
fucker.
Tyler off. You could have done some like awesome decision making.
All you have to do is just say, "I run, I run backwards."
I'm gonna burn
it.
a couple luck, turn that into an 11.
Okay, 11. That is enough to pass. So you are in room 5 with your eyes closed with Chuck, also with his eyes closed.
Neat. I like having my eyes closed around weeping angels.
Yep.
No.
So what about the statue, though?
So,
Oh, come on, that was a good joke. I'm just playing Chuck. I love you. You know
so
that.
this thing moves fast. You're in room 5. Both of you have your eyes closed. So,
You hear the sound of crushing skulls.
Is
Yeah.
it stalled at all by the doors having to slide open?
a little bit, but it's still really fast. So,
I was expecting Chris to fail that last check.
so you guys hear scraping and doors going opening and shutting quickly. But you're all got your eyes shut. Let's do high or low. Chuck is low. Chris is high. 100
Nice.
is pretty high.
Whoa.
No.
Nat Hundo.
Oh no.
Chris. All right.
I
So-
was hoping the grease monster would appear and not mind eating stone.
Yeah. You have 2 characters, right?
Yeah.
Let's just do high or low again. Low being the first one, high being the second one. Second one. Character in
just high
position
numbers.
2.
Nice.
Lets out a brief scream as his head's rotated 180 degrees and he falls limp to the ground. Everyone else hearing this in the room is able to escape
Well,
out of
shit.
this whole section as it's doing its thing. And the rest of you effectively escape.
Oh, damn it. I haven't been doing a very useful thing.
I guess unless you want to stay back and try and loot him, but the rest of you have the option of just leaving. All right, and with that, Chris's last character and all Chuck's last character make it out.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So it's
I
at this
believe.
point, like right when you guys make it out of this room and you're into this next section, that you feel safe. You know why you feel safe. You notice as you're walking out, there's a security camera pointed at this doorway.
Oh.
Oh.
Security
And-
cameras don't blink.
They do not.
I'll go cut the wire.
Don't-
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that.
No!
Those bastards.
So,
So you're in the next section of rooms and things. That took way longer than I thought it would.
I don't know. It's a tough. There had to be
So-
some way to streamline that.
I know.
Well, if people are moving into it knowing that it's going to be kind of that tense puzzle, a
Right.
very binary puzzle, it wasn't terrible.
No, I mean I
Nah.
won't. I won't. It was kind of fun and exciting. We
Yeah.
just have to
Right.
streamline tracking who's
It's
doing
was-
what.
It's pretty much like eventually, if we were to do that again, it would just be like make your roll or don't make your roll. Are you staying or are you moving? And then next person, next person, next person, next person. I think it's because we were explaining how it was working the whole time. That made it take
Yeah.
a long time. But
Yeah.
this-
I don't know. That
that's
might be
whatever.
something we just like can run through a couple times, dry
Right. It
run
was-
offline.
This was bullet time.
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Exactly.
is it going to happen? Dum, dum.
So
so
you
Yeah,
guys,
Plus, if you got
Hawk.
lucky on your first couple of rolls, you didn't have to worry about anything else pretty much because you could depend upon everybody else that was slower than
right?
you know? And
Yeah.
so
Again, that's
you
a,
didn't really
a
have anything to worry about.
common mechanic in this whole funnel is if you're out in front or you just happen to not be the ones getting launched on, you'll be doing pretty safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
You've left the monster and your friends in the dust.
it's true.
Yeah.
Occasionally there are monsters you'll run into first, but there's a lot that will come in from behind as well. So
so
a lot of that's determined on luck. on what order it happens, just to keep it fair. But
If
yeah.
Ock can still do action movement. He's
Mhm.
gonna do the loot action.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
gonna go back in the room.
And mainly, I
So-
noticed that because even Chuck, he stayed
You have your
in
Back
the
in the
fifth
room?
corridor.
I
yeah,
thought we didn't
and
move
still
because our eyes were
wasn't
closed.
able to do anything. So
Or-
So, well, okay, you're basically able to use the chaos of the person dying to progress, whether or not your eyes are open.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just gonna say you drag the body out with you,
Okay.
so you can loot
Yeah,
it.
because the character remaining is my Fresca guy.
Mhm.
So
anything like he might have been like holding in his hands or whatever, or just dropped, but anything he has on his person, you're gonna get.
okay.
It's dragged on.
So he does not have the dagger.
You guys find yourself
That's fine.
in front of a room that's labeled more clearly than some of the others that have just kind of the gibberish markings that depict where you are. This one has very clear letters that say SCP 914. And you're in a hallway that extends past, so you can keep going past it, but there's a big room off to the side. And this room doesn't have just like the normal sliding door to it. It's got a big, like gigantic, probably about 5 times the length as the other doors. It's like a large, almost hanger door.
What were the numbers again?
914.
914.
And you are going to see there is a another similar bin with some pamphlets outside of it.
Ooh, let's get a pamphlet.
You're
Yeah.
not.
you.
Where's this one at?
Ye old pamphlets.
Bop. Bop.
Hmm.
Okay. So you should have that visible to you. That's where we are. So you have a pamphlet. You can decide if you want to keep going past it, or if you want to.
Do we want to do that next session?
I think so. Yeah,
We
we're
are
at
slightly past
11.
time.
Yeah. That's where I'll leave you. You guys have this information on 914. But yeah, you've evaded the statue and the old man. Got some makeshift loot from raiding a few
A
random
janitor's
things.
closet and a cafeteria.
Yeah,
Some degreaser,
Yeah.
some forks and spoons, and
yeah.
a couple of broomsticks.
Everything's
yeah.
valuable when you have nothing. So,
Yeah.
all right, but yeah. So we'll pick up next time with you guys having read the paper. You'll know if you want to go in or not, and keep going through as you make your way out of light containment into heavy. Then entrance. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's all
Yeah.
right. Still good.
Where's my phone? I
It
mean,
was still fun.
Yeah.
we're open the 24th right now,
Right?
which would be
Is that 2 weeks?
yeah 2 weeks from today.
Is the 8th open?
The 8th was 2 days ago.
Next.
The 8th. of
July
July.
8th.
July 8th is open.
Go.
So are you wanting to skip the 24th and do our next session
No,
on the
I'm
8th?
saying I'm not
two
sure
sessions.
how long.
I'm just going to flag you down on the 24th and the 8th.
Okay,
Give them 2.
because there's
Nice.
still. We're in section 1 of 4.
Yeah, I'm having
Yeah.
fun with this.
So
We're not going very fast at all, then, I believe is what you mean to say.
yeah, because my planning on how long these mechanics and encounters take is much quicker on paper, as they always are.
Yeah.
Well, that's not always true.
Yeah. Plus, you got Jake
Sometimes
running
sometimes
around with a skull and
You blast through shit.
Well, not anymore, but
like, yeah, like Batman with a bomb.
some days you just can't get rid of a statue.
You Yeah, this was one of them. We did not get rid of anything.
Hand me the statue repellent degreaser spray.
All right.
My only living character has that now.
Yeah. It's a treasured item now. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This was a lot of fun. Still working out some kinks and bugs and figuring out how all these mechanics are going to work, because this is our first run through of, I think this is like the first attempt of this universe ever in like full-fleshed tabletop RPG form. So some bugs and things along the way, but oh well, having fun. Tune back in 2 weeks. We will be back here on the 24th to run through, see if they escape light containment and what else they find. Anything to plug or anything else going on? I know we've got Zweihander on
tomorrow
Friday.
night, Thursday, tomorrow night, we're doing a world premiere for some Salty Funnel content.
Some fancy guests we'll have.
Yeah, we got some fancy guests, including Jim Zub, comic book writer, current comic book writer for the Conan the Barbarian comic, Black Panther. He's also the guy who wrote the Samurai Jack comic. So he'll be on the channel tomorrow as Two Old Guy Games. Christopher from Two Old Guy Games runs us through their pirate add-on for the Salty Funnel Kickstarter. Friday, we'll be over on the Zweihander channel for some more Bloody Marches. That'll actually be our first session in person since the whole, lockdown started. So we'll get to remember what everyone smelled like on Friday. So
Yeah, you can all curse the fixed toilet.
there we go. Yeah, that fucking fixed toilet, man. It's worse now.
It's worse now than it was before.
Somehow. It is.
Nice.
Saturday, the 13th, we'll be back here for some more Dark Trails as we continue my The Plight of Sour Creek. Sunday, I'll be over on TT2KB as we start a brand new campaign, Horror in Huttenberg, a Zweihander campaign that Dustin's going to be running and I'll be a player in. He's got some pretty big names in the tabletop streaming world who are going to be playing on it. And that's kind of it. Monday we'll be back with Hard after that. And then that Tuesday is my first day off from gaming since last Tuesday. So
Nice.
Have to come over and grill on Tuesday.
maybe,
congratulations.
or
Occupy
maybe
all the time.
maybe I'll just go to bed early on Tuesday
What?
and get some fucking sleep.
What?
Last
I'm
week.
gonna
What
try
is
to stop that
sleep?
from happening.
Right.
So yeah, that's it. We got a full fucking schedule.
Yeah, seems like
Tomorrow, Salty Funnel. Friday, Zweihander. Follow us on Twitter to get all these updates. Follow us on Patreon to see all the other cool
Behind the
shit.
scenes materials that's finally flowing freely.
Dan took it over, so shit's actually getting done.
Not that I'm really doing that much, but yeah.
He's just taking pictures of my DM journal and just fucking posting them
Taking
on
everybody
Patreon.
else's hard work and just shoving it into the internet.
Yeah.
Take this.
Sounds good.
Hard
Love
work.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for tuning in. This is a lot of fun, and see you guys for this again in 2 weeks.
Doses.
Have a good night, everyone.
Later. Thanks for watching.